Hello, fellow adventurers. I'm Jake Gallagher, and this is Session 9 of Elenia Toth, the game I began in August 22 in the backyard of my Altadena home, where I play with my friends. Soon, only a few sessions from this December 4th, 2022 session, we finally begin video recording, and it will become unbelievable. For now, enjoy the third session of dungeon crawling and the final emergence from the catacombs between Castle Dagran. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe. Hallelujah. Holy shit.
Cold here. It's definitely too cold to be outside. That's for damn sure.
Yeah.
So let's go around, and I'm also going to be copying your HP and spell slots into this paper. But let's go around and say one thing that happened to us this week of interest, and also something that we enjoyed from last week's session. Timothy, would you like to kick us off?
Hello! Hello, everyone!
Hello, Timothy.
He's already in character.
Hello, yes. How am I doing, you ask? I'm doing good. I had a nice dinner with friends yesterday. Got in a good workout today. I got myself a new headgear that I believe will allow me to do Muay Thai sparring without getting my nose broken again.
Yes.
Oh, that's good.
So
Very
I'm
important.
really excited to get back in the ring this week and just have the rest of my body damaged by by painful blows. And then, what did I enjoy from the last session? I forget which session is which at this point, but I really liked, I like the dungeon crawl aspect of it. It's a lot of fun, and it makes me really mad that I was all in character asking to be restored to my house instead of asking for gold that I could use to learn new spells that I could use for dungeon crawling.
But you did find a scroll of alarm already.
Yes, Hans is experiencing character development as he realizes that his new friends.
The importance of money.
Yes, his new friends are more, effective at working together than his old, crusty noble house ever was.
Aww.
And that's all I got.
Great.
Hey.
What's going on with you, Julie? What happened to you this week?
Well, I was mostly laying low this week. We went to the East Coast, and I was in New York for Thanksgiving, and I saw a bunch of shows, and it was super fun. And my kid got sick, and then my kid got me sick, and it wasn't COVID, but it was a shitty cold, and I'm over it, but it was lame. But I just
Colds are bad.
did the right thing and literally just hardcore rested, and that's
Smart.
why I'm here and functional. But it was so fun. We saw so many shows. It was dumb.
Which was the best show?
Book of Mormon.
And didn't you stay in a barbarian
That was in
Airbnb?
Boston, yeah, which I actually haven't posted yet, but I did make a short film because I did go all the way into the terrifying basement of our barbarian house
no.
in
Nice.
Boston. It was the scariest thing about it is the door. I was in an Airbnb in Boston, and there was a door in the bathroom that just was stairs to just went straight down. I was like, fuck you. And sure enough, I went down these stairs, and then there was the pitted out, basement, and there was another door that just went into blackness, and then another door that put me. I was like, oh my god.
That's the murder house.
Yeah, it was pretty ridiculous. And we just watched that movie, and I was like, this is ridiculous. But it was fun. And then I made a film with my iPhone.
Nice.
Climbing around these people's basements.
Yeah, Barbarian is crazy. Have you all seen it?
No.
Yeah.
I read the Wikipedia entry, so I know the plot.
In Julie, in the D&D club that I have going, I DM'd the first thing, and there's a walrus woman who she's a human woman wearing a walrus hide, but she has a walrus baby.
Wow.
and she's feeding it with a big bottle with a gross nipple on
There
it.
you go.
That's like a Justin Long like tribute period. You got the Barbarian, you got Tusk, you got like
Yeah, there's a lot going on right
checking
there.
all the boxes.
Her name is Mother Tusk, yeah.
Mother Tusk. That was good.
And thing from last time?
I was happy not to be stuck in any doors and shot to death last time, almost. I'm feeling like Una's got her groove back, and and it's been really fun doing. I'm also excited to get out of the catacombs now. Be like, let's go.
Dungeon crawling.
Catacombs.
But that's it. I'm excited.
Yeah, I'm learning that a small dungeon can be 3 sessions.
Yeah.
So we use them sparingly.
Yeah, when you look at every nook and cranny. Yes.
Michael, what's new with you?
Went to Comic-Con LA this weekend, which is kind of cool. It's like a small version, kind of feels like a slightly smaller version of WonderCon, except for the parking's way worse here. But yeah, it was cool. It was nice. Got to see a lot of cosplay, which is always cool.
Was there like a good panel that you saw or something?
The boys panel was pretty good. What panel was that? It was Ming-Na. I forgot what the other one was. But it has another guy from the boys, but he's not. They weren't promoting the boys. I don't remember. But yeah, they're pretty cool.
Good.
Yeah, mostly just walking around, seeing booths, checking things out. As far as last time, since it was so long ago, we can laugh about it now. But
Jasper laughs.
Yeah.
Nervously. It also tells you he really likes the bear. Of course, he hasn't been attacked by the bear.
Never been attacked. Yeah.
That was a nice bit of drama.
Yeah, that was hilarious.
Fusion, man.
Which was also not hilarious at the time, but now looking back.
Well, and it gave Daphne a chance to exercise some skills.
Show her poison skills.
Yeah.
So I'm excited. This is my 3rd D&D session in 2 days. And
wow.
Having
That's
gotten
hardcore.
back into it, it's just the way my other group lined up, and then I did Jake's new group on
Drake's
yesterday.
little club.
So let's keep going. We're doing it all night, right? This is an all-nighter.
Oh yeah.
For Laura,
You're moving in now.
It's
Yeah,
great. It's great fun. I love listening to Lord Hans dispense lore. I thought that was a lot of fun. And I thought he did a very good job.
Thank you.
It's almost like professorial, but in a really accessible, like the kind of professor you could go to office hours.
Well, that's very kind of you.
Yeah. Natural.
Lord Hans appreciates it.
There was a lot of lore last time.
It was. I like the lore. I want to sit down at some point. And just
Lord
go
Hans
back
is
over it.
surprisingly needy for the group's approval. So.
He told you all about the Elven Dell and the origin of the continent. And then what was the other panel?
The ancient history of the royal families and the context behind the giant statues message.
There was that, yeah, and then something else. So much lore, and Julie was like, "Yeah, lore."
More lore.
The patient stewardship of King Harkness S. Blevins V.
Yes.
I think next we're just gonna go in the library and just read books, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just gonna read you like
Well, you check. Okay.
something. Like
What's the
College
next book on the
with,
shelf?
Yeah.
Laura, what about you?
Over there.
I know. Yeah, so he's having a blast. He never wants to come inside. So that was all good. And then last time, even though it was like from a character perspective frustrating, from a player perspective, I loved when the turn undead didn't work and it was the cloaks, because I feel like I've played this edition enough that I'm not usually like super surprised in combat, so that was really exciting to have something catch me off guard. I loved it. So was really fun.
Yay! Thank you.
Ah,
Every monster you face, I will mess with it in one way or another to try to make it more interesting. I'm really glad to hear that.
yeah.
I was really... Oh, it's a completely sideways view of those miniatures. I was...
But I can follow it. It's fine.
we'll make it better.
It's fine.
I put the book all the way back on the shelf. Do you want a second mask or a bag with holes in it?
Just eye holes.
The old Friday the 13th part 1 or part 2, I guess.
Yeah.
Did we take a short rest?
I don't recall us. What was the last thing we ended on?
I played D&D yesterday, which was my exciting thing because I've been doing so much dungeon mastering. I was super duper stoked to play, and I played as a wizard, and I wished that Michael TK was there to remind us about rules, because none of them were familiar with the familiar rules. And like I helped someone as a reaction in combat, and then realized like I shouldn't have done that. And
Well, the DM sleeps.
the other DM people weren't aware either. So I was reading about it and figuring it out and watching videos and stuff. But I was really excited, to play a gnome from. He's from Bourgogne, but his parents are half of his parents are from Rocinante, so he speaks with a French accent but starts talking in Spanish, and so it's really entertaining. So yeah, I was excited to play D&D, and thing that I liked from last time, I really enjoyed that statue room. I was really looking forward to you guys going into it and springing the statue. The statue could have done other shit to you, like try to stomp on you. But yeah, you fought the swords. The sword got webbed, So that was fun. I enjoyed watching you do that. So we'll just do a quick recap to set the scene. The story of your lives, adventurers. This is your life. The story of your lives, the queen hired you to find her kidnapped prince. You went through the woods and got chased by a bear and attacked by leafworms, and ended up infiltrating the Children's Rebellion to free the prince. The prince and you all decided to go back and pretend that everything's cool so that you can figure out if the queen is evil or not. You had a brunch ball where you gained lots of influence with all the noble houses, which you've been told is pretty important if you want to try to replace the queen. Then Valentis snuck you into these catacombs so that you could try to find proof of the queen being evil.
These catacombs are evil.
You started by, and all the monsters that you've encountered so far have been magically created in one way or another, except for the creepy spectator last time, which was a new thing.
It was giggly. I didn't think it was creepy. It was kind of giggly.
Yeah, I wanted to tell you a joke. Yeah. So you started out your first day in the catacombs by entering this chapel thing where gargoyles ripped their heads off and threw them at you, and you got this dope-ass musket that might explode in your hand at any moment. Then you went into another room and attacked a gargoyle that was a more boring gargoyle. You went into a room that was a coffin storage room to the west of that. Then you went south into this kind of lab room where Daphne got a fingernail and some poison. You went to the east and got attacked by some armor. And then you went east again and and Una basically got beaten up by all the armor, stabbed with some arrows, passed out on the ground. End of that session, maybe. Next session, you went through the chapel up to the northeast into a room with a puzzle in it. You solved the puzzle by writing sadness on the square. While Jasper was talking to it, the bear wrote on it with its bare hand and opened the puzzle door. You went into a broken up room again that had what looked like zombies, but it turned out it was evil clothing that was trying to hit you with dead people arms. When you made it out of that room, you took a long rest. You boarded up the doors in a worker's room and took a long rest. You woke up, you went into this room that had a giant statue of Calchas. You solved a puzzle closing the visor and putting out the torch. You found the dead body of Edmund of Falwith in a side room, which we'll find out how Brocklehurst feels about that. If he asks me about it, I might tell him, hey, we don't know if you're dead. We don't know what's going to happen next with you. And then you went into the southeast door of a room that contained a very scary spectator. You had a huge battle with it. When it died, you noticed the logo of a hyena branded on its body. In that room, you found a mural, this like Klimt mural looking thing that had something about something that you connected with dogs on the wall. Does anybody still have that paper?
Yes.
Yes,
I do.
So you found something on the wall talking about that, and then I don't remember if you went. Did you go to the? Yeah, I think you moved a coffin, right? Did you move the coffin?
Yeah, we went through the door behind the coffin.
You moved the coffin,
right.
you went into the west room, which I think was boring with nameplates, but there were a lot of doors in it.
Yeah.
You went into the room that was in the northeast there, and there was lore all over the walls.
Murals.
We learned all about the Elvendel, and we also learned all about the ancient threefold, which is the mage colleges of Bourgogne, Rocinante, and Greater Elenia, all working together to make it so that nobody can teleport to Cappyrnia Toth from anywhere else, nor from other planes.
And they also have teleportation circles, you said, right?
And that they have teleportation circles in between the colleges. That you learned this, and then Lord Hans found 100 gold lying on the ground.
Alright.
I don't know. Sure.
Hey,
Yep, he did. The
And
dice.
distributed it evenly between the party.
yeah.
And then you all jumped on him like, come on, man. What about fairness?
Well, that's how we role play it. Team,
Uh,
when we return to town, I need to learn some new spells so I could be of better service to the party, and that's what I would like to spend this gold on.
Well, I think you should spend that 20 gold pieces that you allotted on that endeavor. Yeah, I'm feeling personally quite rich, so more money than I've ever dreamed of having. So it seems
Laura, can you
fun.
hear everything okay, or should I move the mic more?
Yeah. No, I'm good. Thank you.
Okay, great. So, let's get into it. You guys are talking about this bag of gold in the lore room.
So yes, I'm. We can. If any of you are in need, let me know. But I need to buy some scrolls to. The mages are quite costly, rather cheap bunch. So I wrote down the horn blasts for the various commands, which I assume are for the dogs in the next room.
Mm-hmm.
But did anyone else get those too? I'm a little
I
too
have a
short, too
Oh,
long.
he has it written down. Yeah.
Excellent.
The god wrote it down for me.
Great.
Yeah. And they are in the next room?
We have to go back.
Yeah, we have to backtrack.
Yeah. Now we have 4 doors around us that we can go in. And Jake, I misspoke. I have 7 good berries, not 9.
Okay. I'm not keeping track of the good birds, just the HP.
Did we have? Did we do a short rest?
I don't think you did.
Okay.
Should do it. What
But
do
we
you
had
people
a.
think?
We had
If
a
everybody's healthy,
everybody.
then-
Well, we had like a healing party.
Yeah,
Somebody gave.
I-
Somebody
yeah, we
did
had
something
good berries.
I thought I was giving people good berries, and then we decided to do a short rest and then save some of the good berries.
Yeah.
I think that's what happened. I think that's what happened. And then I know I've used 2 of the good berries to restore.
But everybody still has good berries, right?
Yeah, I got.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I definitely use some.
I'm pretty
But
sure we short rested.
Daphne's HP is not up.
Right. Oh, maybe like we roll.
But
Yeah,
I'm
I
also
don't-
not hot on spells.
I don't remember.
Well, your spells don't come back from a short
Yeah.
rest.
Yeah, right.
The only ones that he would get 1.
And he's got 1.
Okay.
So, should we just say you guys short rested and put Daphne's HP back and Michael's wild shape back?
Love it.
Can I get another spell slot this way?
Nope.
No?
Nope.
You already took one?
Yep.
Okay.
You got one. Life's hard in the Catacombs of Death.
Everybody's HP back then?
I think everybody's...
Nobody needs me to weave a tale of restoring.
Everybody's HP is back.
Okay.
Jasper and Lord Hans have one spell slot left. Daphne has all of her spell slots because she always uses cantrips because she's really good at spacing things out. Resource management. So are you done trying to convince them to let you keep the money, or what are you doing?
I think it would be best for the party if I invested this gold in some spells. If anyone objects, let me know, and I'd be happy to.
Could you roll a persuasion? I'm just kidding.
I would.
Hassam's already listening on the next door.
So the lore room, it looks like everybody's playing along with your bald-faced greed. You're in the lore room. There's a door to the southwest, a door to the southeast. I don't remember which ones you've come through yet of those two. And then there's a door to the northwest.
Do any of them have markings on them at all?
There's 3 doors.
And is the northwest still our favorite direction?
I think we
This
should.
is true. We still haven't found the stupid bed, right? We're looking
Well,
for like a bed of metal
I
or
feel like
something.
there was something on one of the doors that looked like a piece was missing or something, and then we were thinking maybe it was in the dog room.
Oh, that's right.
It
Right.
was like
key.
there was some sort of like,
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
there was like a
that-
figure eight, like
That was,
Yeah,
that
like
was
a-
to the thing that like
Yeah.
went through the wall.
And why? And did we have a reason to think it was in the dog room, or it's
well,
just like
just
we
we
thought?
looked everywhere else, and then we were thinking,
Well, but we found these new places.
yeah,
We still want
So-
to head to the northwest, I think, right? Because our whole purpose is to.
yes.
I think I'm curious though. Now that we have this
Dog blast?
yeah.
What we think it is.
What do you think the blast
I think
are,
we
though?
might as well backtrack and finish just cover the base,
Alright.
finish that portion of the catacombs,
Okay.
and see. And I'm just curious about these dogs.
So my thought, just to share, was that I do have the minor illusion cantrip, which I think I can like mimic.
It's a wonderful cantrip. You can do what?
I can mimic horn blasts.
Uh-huh.
So that was just when I
Yeah.
saw that. I thought,
Sounds great.
So we don't have to go.
Yeah. Oh, you still can.
I think there's going to be a horn. Yes, there could also be a horn somewhere in these rooms too. I'll leave it. It's up to the group. What if you have a strong preference? I'm curious about these dogs.
So
I
Stan-
agree. I think we should go see the dogs because who knows what what they are guarding, what else is in that room that might help later.
Sounds
The
fun.
only question is the Hound Keeper's horn some special sound, and is it in one of the rooms right next to us?
So you're standing in this lower room with the lore stuff on the walls, and there's a door to the northwest, door to the southwest that I think you came into through, and
Yeah.
a door to the southeast.
I feel like we should try the northwest door just to see what's
I-
behind it, since we're here.
I
Yes.
agree.
Northwest was.
Are you still in spider form?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Because I'm pretty sure we took a long rest, or a short rest.
So you guys checking out the northwest door?
Yes,
Yes.
Okay, who's looking at it?
not me.
I'll look at it.
All right, perception, please.
Ooh, look at that. 25.
You're looking at that door. You see that it is locked and it is a strong wooden door. Are you listening to?
I'm gonna listen and try to peek through the hole.
Well, you rolled a high roll, so you peek through the door and you see a shadowy room. You can't see much in there,
Checks out.
but you see a glint of metal. You definitely don't hear anything, and it's a locked, strong wooden door.
Alright, it's a strong wooden locked
Can
door.
I use my thieves' tools? I will use my thieves' tools to try to.
I will guide you. You again remember what I showed you with the wrist, the little trick.
That was very helpful. And remind me what guidance does.
1d4.
Add the D4.
You get to add a D4 to the roll.
Okay, so 20,
Nice.
a dirty 20.
Dirty 20. That door pops open like a intelligent simile joke. The door opens up, and beyond it, you see a room.
Whoa!
Yes, a room. And in that room, you see a bed made of metal bars.
Hey! There it is. Somebody take a picture.
Screenshot.
Yeah, screenshot it.
It is a dark and gloomy room, and on the west side of the room you see a bed made of metal bars. It's sort of raised at an angle, and there's like a big gear underneath the middle of this metal bed that's turned like this, so you get the idea that it's like adjustable. And
Posturepedic?
yeah, if posturepedic is pain, doesn't look very good. From where you're standing, you can see a table with some stuff on it. See the floor has dark spots on it. You might want to walk in there.
Yes.
I think the prince was telling the truth. I guess we can leave now.
Spectacular. I'd like to look at the stuff on the table.
Okay, so you walk into the room.
Yes.
All right. As you walk into the room, you get a better idea of what's going on. There's dark reddish blackish stuff all under the metal bed thing. You can assume that it's blood stains.
Someone's been making marinara sauce in this room.
Yes, and there's like a metal grate underneath the bed, and the stuff just sort of like has been pouring down the grating, and it's old and like tacky looking. You walk up to the table, and there are several what look like sacrificial daggers strewn around on the table. Lots of daggers with like weird curves and points and stuff, and odd looking handles. And also on the table is a chalice filled with dried black crusty blood.
She's a vampire.
Yeah.
Could I do maybe like a religion check just to see if I recognize, anything specifically of like, oh, this dagger is associated with like this cult or whatever?
I'm gonna start ritual casting detect magic as well.
Sure. Go ahead and roll religion.
Cool. I don't have any bonuses to it, surprisingly, but we'll see what happens. That's a 9, so perhaps not.
These daggers just feel evil.
Mm-hmm.
Evil AF.
Believe it or not, these are probably not great daggers.
Can I investigate and see if any of the daggers looks like it would be a good weapon for me to take to replace my own dagger?
Sure, roll, yeah.
What am I rolling?
You're rolling investigation.
Well, that's a natural 2. So it's a 9.
A dirty 9.
They all look like daggers. So if you wanted to replace your normal-looking dagger with a really creepy-looking dagger, you could.
There you go.
That a really creepy-looking dagger that perhaps was used to like
Cut out someone's
kill someone or something.
You know what?
I would exercise caution. These have like really bad vibes.
I'm going to keep my my House Tamerwind issued dagger. Thank you.
Should we take one though to show to someone? I mean, we all know that we're convinced now, but is it worthwhile
Yes,
to take
absolutely.
one not to wield, but to carefully
Yes.
tuck away in someone's bag?
And this chalice filled with blackened blood would also be a good piece of evidence.
It's dried blood, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's mostly dry.
Well, let's try a little bit first.
Hecky.
That seems like a good idea.
Metagame wise, if you have a second dagger, you could do an attack with your offhand.
Ah.
Yeah.
Well then, in that case, I'm gonna grab the nastiest, funkiest looking demonic dagger I can find.
Okay, you pick up a dagger and it's actually like a triangular blade that looks really good for shoving into someone's chest and dripping the blood out of them. The handguard sort of spikes upward. It has dried blood on it, and the handle is actually white leather that's stained with a bunch of different liquids, and the pommel is a bunch of little spikes all sticking out like this.
Ah, well, look at this. I can use this with my offhand team. Isn't this fantastic?
I'm gonna lean over to Jasper and Sato and be like, how much do you want to bet that leather is not made from cows?
Yes.
It's so supple in my grasp, I can tell.
Somehow it fits
Excellent
Lord
weapon.
Hans, though.
Yes.
I don't know.
Yes, so you pick up this really horrible dagger. Also on the table, you notice a sharp-edged metal object in the shape of an hourglass.
Hey! Bada bing, bada boom.
It's got intricate decorations on it, and it's just sitting there on the table.
Can I pick it up and inspect the decorations?
Yes.
You die.
Yeah.
Alright.
Sure, roll. What are you inspecting them for? What are you trying to find out?
Lore significance, religious
Roll
significance.
history.
20. Dirty 20.
They have a feeling of the ancient royalty, the decorations that royalty from 1,000 or 2 years ago. Everything okay?
Yeah, I'm just gonna make a bottle for her.
1,000 or 2 years ago used, but nothing specific.
Huh.
Yeah.
Yes, these are ancient royal markings from a millennium or two ago.
Are there any of the symbols of the gods in the room, like hyenas and shit in this room? Lots of hyenas.
Well, from what you guys have looked at so far, not really. Why don't you do a perception check? So you don't find any 19. That's pretty good. You don't find any whatever you said you were looking for,
Yeah.
but
Hyenas.
you don't find any hyenas. But as you're looking around for hyenas, you see like under the edge of the ostensible. I promised myself I'd never say that word again. Of the stuff that you think is blood on the ground, there's some white fabric sticking out.
Oh. I'd like to look at what that is.
Do you pull on it?
Yeah.
You pull on it, it comes up, and it looks like a white silk glove.
Ooh. Anybody recognize this?
I'm going to guess.
Do we recognize it?
Anybody?
Does the queen wear it?
Investigation?
Investigation. Oh, that's not a good one for him. 8.
You don't know.
Can I take a look at it?
Sure.
Has anybody seen this glove on it?
Why don't you just roll perception on that glove?
It's a glove.
Yeah. Hang on. I gotta get light in my elderly eyes here.
That one too.
5.
We got some portable lamps for you.
Ah,
on the table.
it's 22.
Great. Not only does this look like a glove from the Queen's wardrobe, you feel like you may have once seen her wearing it.
Ooh.
Nice.
And it's stained with blood.
I feel like I may have once seen the Queen wearing this glove. This blood-stained OJ glove that she wears.
As you say this, you hear in your mind, if it does not fit, you must acquit.
I must quit.
So what do you do with this glove?
I'll hold on to the glove.
Okay, you stuff the dirty, blood-covered glove down your pants,
Yes, and I'm taking the symbol too that fits into the door.
right next to the death dagger that you now carry.
And the chalice.
The symbol?
Yes, would someone else
The
like to carry the
hourglass.
hourglass? Would someone else like to carry the chalice?
Can we wrap the chalice, and should we take one more dagger and wrap it? I will do this. I mean, if I have something to wrap
I would
it with.
say, avoid directly touching these things if possible. Wrap it in cloth or
Yeah.
whatever.
Sure.
So as you're talking about this, Haslam finishes casting Detect Magic, and as he does, from his point of view, the far corner of the room starts to just like blast light at him.
None of the other objects though?
No, none of these things are magical objects.
Right. What's in the corner? Is it the bed or is it something else?
It's the corner of the room. You want to walk over and see what's over there?
Yeah, I'll concentrate on that area and try to figure out what it is.
You die.
Damn.
I love these jokes. They're so dumb. It's like your mom jokes of D&D. Like,
Yeah.
you look over there, you're dead. Okay, so you walk over there and you see a chalk circle, and the school of magic that's coming from it is conjuration, with an aftertaste of necromancy. So yeah, there's a chalk circle with symbols and stuff on the floor there.
Hey, can we all see this?
Yeah,
If we
I'll
come
point it
closer,
out to everybody.
We can all see it.
Be like, well, I don't know. Do I know it's a summoning circle? Like, what would I know?
Well, you pointed out to him.
Okay, hey.
It appears to be a summoning circle.
Can we just...
You know it's conjuration magic,
Yeah.
and
we
he
just-
thinks it's a summoning circle. He says.
just disturb it and wipe it away? Will it lose
You'd
its
have
power?
to dispel magic.
No, I wouldn't disrupt the circle. The circle is meant to contain a demonic entity. I would leave it intact.
You want to study it maybe and see like
Yeah,
what
let me
you
take
can
a
learn?
look. Let me take a look at this.
I hope you roll a 1. Do a history check.
17 for history. 24.
Well,
You are rolling beautifully.
Yeah, seriously.
I got a 2 on the dagger that I just put.
yes. Well, you lean forward to look at the symbols of the circle.
I'm not letting any part of my body cross the circle.
Okay, you lean forward to look at the symbols of the circle, and you can tell that the language that there's a bunch of words and stuff, and you can tell that the language is infernal. And do any of you speak infernal?
I do have a spell slot left, and will comprehend languages if I want to. So, what do we think, team? Will you handle the dogs if I use my last spell capability today to understand these runes?
Well, he's got the dogs with the blast, I think. I mean, we don't even need to go to the dogs technically. We got
We
what
know
we
what
came
we're-
here.
Yeah. We don't...
I'm good. You know what? I used comprehend languages as one of my spell slots, and gosh darn it, I'm going to use it for once. I was expecting a lot more.
Right, you are squishy. We will keep you in the back anyway.
Now you can read Finnegan's Wake.
Yes, exactly.
Wow. Yes, you do all of that, and you start to understand the words, the different. So it's kind of smeary, the chalk circle. So it's but words start to sort of glow out towards you in green and white and purple, and you recognize the words rise, power, blood, and woman. Also, there is a name of sorts that is slightly smeared. I believe you rolled like a 24 or something on history, and you've cast comprehend languages. So you lean in real close to try to make out this name, and you see Golethakash. Golaythakash. That's what you see. Golethakash. Because you rolled so high in history, you recall way back in the back reaches of your mind that maybe one day when you were reading an old book, you heard something mentioned about an evil force or entity by that name, but you can't remember anything else. Do you share this information with the group?
Yes. And I'm also going to say, and I seem to remember, and I'm going to leave them in suspense for a minute, that it was an evil entity.
But that's not great.
Golethakash, they
I
said.
wouldn't have necessarily thought it was evil, given everything we've experienced so far.
Yeah.
What the room looks like.
An evil entity.
Dastardly.
What's next?
Well, do we want to go back up to the surface, or do we want to go play with the doggies?
I mean, I feel
I
like we've,
begin to suspect that those
there's
dogs
also
are
the key.
hounds
we
of
found.
hell.
Yes, and I'd like to inspect the torture bed, the Procrustean bed a little bit as well.
Okay, roll investigation on the bed.
17.
You don't notice anything else of interest about the bed.
Is there anything else of interest? in it?
Daphne.
Any rugs?
Daphne, you want to check out the bed?
I do.
Roll perception on the bed.
All right. 19.
Nothing of interest.
Oh man.
And with you guys investigating and perceiving and everything, you also feel like you've gotten everything there is to get out of this room at this
All
point.
right.
So we've got the key to that one door.
So,
Right.
we could either head back up, we can go visit the dogs, which I don't really see much of a reason to do.
I wanna-
Let's go into that one, through that one.
Well, if you can control the dogs, they're your dogs now, right?
Yeah.
How long can I control them though? The minor illusion lasts a minute.
With the blast. You just
Yeah.
use the blast to control the dogs.
I think we need to. I personally am very interested in what they're doing down here with these dogs.
But what about we can go through this door now, right? With the
Yes. Either way, I think we should. I would like to investigate both places. I
The
think it's
dogs
very
on the way.
interesting.
Alright, dogs,
Sure.
then the key thing, and then hopefully we're still alive and we go back upstairs.
Okay. Oh, that's what cats do. That way, when you come back, it will know that you're.
So, describe to me where you're going, guys.
Back to the room where the dogs are.
I
Oh, man.
asked
the
Lord Hans,
key
who's been
thing.
keeping a wonderful map. of
Yeah, it's not as
dog
wonderful
killer.
anymore. It's kind of because I don't remember what room the key shape was needed in.
I think it was near the
Well, you
dogs.
can always just tell me what door you walk through,
Dog
and I'll
door.
tell you what room you're in.
Dog door.
Yes. Well, we want to go south, and then we want to go south, which will lead us back into the coffin room where we fought the spectator. Then we're going to go east.
So you're in the room with the bed in it, the dark ritual evidence room, as we're calling it these days.
And there's no other door.
You're in the dark ritual evidence room, and you entered it through a door to the east, and there is a door to the south of this room as well.
I thought we entered it from a door to.
You were in the lower room, and you entered a northwest door.
Mm,
You
Yeah,
went
okay,
in
yes.
through the east of this room.
So there's a door to the south.
Yeah, this room has a door to the south.
These are all going to eventually connect back together. Do we want to just...
I think the door to the south. So the door to the south will lead us back into the room where the coffin room where the observer was. I think. Or
I'll
the
check the
spectator.
door to the south.
You be checking the door to the south. Roll perception on the door to the south.
19.
It looks trapped.
Hey, there's like a trap on this
I
door.
say we don't go through that door.
You notice that there are some decorative curved daggers that are above the door. Let me know if I already did this trap to you guys.
Nope.
There's some decorative curved daggers over the door, and there is a nearly imperceptible membranous silk hanging in front of the door. So if you were to walk through the silk, it would pull the daggers down onto you.
Can we just like cut it so it falls without us being there?
Tell me what you do and find out.
I can stab it with a javelin. Can I stab the cloth? Or I'm going to try to rip the cloth down with a javelin.
I'll back up.
I'm standing far back.
You do it. The javelin does not slice the silk because it's a stabby javelin. It just pulls the silk down, the daggers clatter to the floor along with the silk, and the trap is disarmed.
Woo!
How nice are these daggers, huh?
Yeah.
Hey, this is clean.
Yeah, they're not even used for murder, apparently. And the door is just an unlocked wooden door now. What do you do?
I ain't going in.
What?
I'm not a bear.
There's an unlocked wooden door. What do you do?
Jasper opens the door.
The door be open. Beyond, you see a room that I think you have seen before. It is a very large room. It is a pristinely clean crypt room with very little dust and crypt nameplates all along the walls. In this room, there is the northwest entry you just came through. There is the northeast entry, which goes to the lower room. There is a southwest entry that has the same mural from the Sadness puzzle around it with the little metal plate and all of that. And the southeast entry is looks like it's not a door anymore. It's like filled in or something.
Does
It's
one of
like
them-
a vestigial door.
Is one of these rooms the one that has the thing that you put the hourglass into?
No.
I can't tell you. We have to use your
I
map.
think we gotta
We have to
go.
go all the way out into the other area. and
So,
back around.
do we want to go through that southwest door?
Sure, just
Sure.
We have to try to do the same.
Yeah, right, sadness.
sadness on it.
You write all the names of the people who have sadness in their middle names on the thing, and then the door opens.
Would you like-
Hey, we
Oh,
did
good.
it.
I was
You
thinking
got
that
the
you
list
had
of
to be a
people.
bear.
Yeah,
Yeah, you have to only bears can do it now.
So that door slides back, and you walk into the large coffin and urn storage room.
this is the southwest door.
Coffin
Yep.
room.
Aha.
And this is where we fought the spectator.
No,
Oh.
that room is to the northeast of where you are now. You walk into a large room which looks like a coffin and urn storage room. You came in through the a motherfucking the puzzle type door in the northeast corner of the room, and there's a door to the southeast of that room. And in this room, it's a giant storeroom filled with coffins and urns. Some are metal, some are wood, some look very old, some look only like 10 years old. Rows upon rows of coffins and urns, piles and dust.
So guys, I think so. There's a door on the eastern wall. Is that right?
There's a door on the southeast.
Okay.
So it's nothing but urns and coffins in there, nothing else.
Yeah, well,
I mean, you can look around.
Take a look around. May I inspect the room?
You may roll investigation. Let's see if someone gives
Ah, giant panther!
11.
you 11.
11.
That's a terrible roll.
It rolled a 4, and I have a 7 bonus.
You discover nothing of interest.
Nothing to see here, guys.
May I look at one of the urns? Are they of any particular interest or have any, names or symbols or anything on them?
Sure. Roll perception on an urn, please.
Dirty 20.
Hell yeah. Well, the urn that you look at actually appears to be some kind of place where somebody puts all their papers rather than an
Or rather
urn.
than like
Cremated
a
body.
container for remains.
Yes. And as you page through it, you find a spell scroll of Tasha's Caustic Brew.
Ooh.
My favorite spell. You're not going to find it in that book.
Okay.
You hit everything in a 30-foot line in front of you with acid. They all have to make dexterity saves against your spell save DC, and if they fail it, they take 2d4 acid damage at the beginning of each one of their turns for the next 10 turns.
Is that a wizard?
How, Jake, do you handle if it is not on your class's spell list normally, but you can cast spells? Do you let people keep them or no?
Yes. You can cast it.
Right. Okay,
What do you
yeah,
think,
I don't know.
Michael?
Great.
But can she learn
It's
it?
up to you. Like the rules for other classes reading scrolls is like usually not, but like a lot of DMs let them with like some kind of roll or something to see what happens. I don't know. It's really up to you. on how
Is
you
that?
do it.
But
Yeah.
That's why I was asking.
The video games I've played haven't let other classes do it, so I guess what I would do is if you do it, I would have you make a roll.
But
Make
she
sure it
can't.
succeeds.
She can't copy the spell into a spellbook and learn it, can she?
No.
She can't. Maybe you should try to buy it from her.
It's only
I
100
would also
gold.
make an argument that a caustic brew is kind of like a poison.
She likes
don't-
it.
If you
You
want
don't want to
keep it-
drink either of them,
If
so...
you want to keep it, be my guest. I'm just simply saying, if you hand it to me, I can cast it as often as we like.
Right. Yeah, maybe, the thing is, you already have all this gold, and I just feel like since you go unconscious a lot, maybe we want to spread things around in case you
Yes.
die.
Hold it for now, and then let's discuss when we emerge from this dungeon. That it might be helpful for the group if I were able to add this to my repertoire. But
Well,
if you-
all I want also is the best for the group, so I'm so glad that we had this conversation.
Yes.
It was very meaningful.
I want the best for this group too.
Thank you, my friends.
Okay.
For all I know, perhaps there's a way for the cleric to jump through some hoops so she could one day learn this spell.
Cool.
But they could be some really big hoops.
We'll see.
Or really small hoops, or whatever makes hoops difficult.
Maybe I like hoops. We don't know.
Right. You have to travel through the 9 hells in order to learn to
I've done
cast
that module.
this
Alright.
level 1 wizard spell. Alright, so you find that in the room, and deep controversy is raised amongst the party members. And beyond that, it's just a big dusty storage room of coffins and urns.
No other magic in the room.
Your detect magic is not going off.
Cool. The other papers that are in the urn, is it like something?
It's like notes, shopping lists. There's like
Anything incriminating?
it's like it looks like people who built the catacombs use this to be like 5 pounds of masonry salt, shit like that.
Okay.
Stuff
good.
that they use to build the place with and stuff. Hi, city. So you're standing in this big, dirty, dusty room. Came in through the northeast, door to the southeast.
Keep going to the southeast.
I think we should continue being careful with doors. Wasn't there an arrow trap that we almost set off once? Or something?
No, she got hit by that.
I took that for you
So
guys.
she
Don't
said
worry.
it. She said it.
Yeah, it went right into her chest.
And that was going back
Remember?
into the entrance.
When she fell?
court?
That was coming out into the main entry.
Entrance court.
Yeah.
Okay.
She
Okay. Well, at least
took
that
a
was
little nap.
That's done. That's good.
Yeah.
Hopefully it doesn't reload. But I
So,
feel like we're close to the hourglass door.
So you guys checking out this door or what?
Yes.
Sure, I'll check out the door.
In what way?
I'm gonna see if it's trapped, see if if it's locked, if I can peek through the hole.
All right.
If it has
Roll
sounds.
perception on the first two things. Is it trapped? Is it locked?
21.
It's not trapped and it's not locked, but it is stuck. Now roll perception on listening and looking.
Oh, super good. 26.
You hear growling and barking,
Yes.
Well,
Excellent.
I will tell people what I hear.
and you smell dogs.
And I smell dogs.
Well, isn't that very
I will-
helpful for the map?
Back away.
Thank God.
Yeah.
At last, the maps are connected.
Yeah. We don't have to go all the way around.
Ah.
Was that now? Is this the room we've been in, or is it coming in from another
It's
direction
a
to the
different
dog
direction.
room?
Oh,
Yeah.
I will. Let me sketch it out for you now. And all the rooms
No,
are connected together.
No need. Who would
No,
like
just-
those?
I have autism.
David, how does Jasper feel about dogs broadly?
Oh, I think he thinks of them just as any other humanoid would.
Okay.
Some vicious dogs would be, scary, but not.
Hmm.
I don't think to do tabaxi. I was not aware of tabaxi in general. Have a fear of dogs.
Mhm. Well, maybe
Yeah.
for you to decide. I don't know,
Yeah.
but
So
Okay.
yeah,
good to know.
he doesn't. Yeah. He doesn't come much for dwarves, really. So if these are barking dwarves, we'll not be happy.
Anybody, can you unstuck this door?
Wait, should we do the blast? Should I get the blast ready?
Probably.
Well, you
Probably
can get
minor illusion.
ready.
And just decide that we want to do the 3 short blasts to heal?
Yeah.
Okay. The game conflicting sounds will just confuse the beast we seek to tame.
We definitely don't want number 2.
A firm, decisive hand with pups, a single message or no results. So I think we just have them heal?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Can you unstuck door, please?
Yeah, I can try. I'm gonna try to force the door open. It's stuck. That's what I understand.
Okay.
Now I have my
Do an athletics check.
minor illusion ready.
Oh, that's you're not having a good day.
Wow.
That's an 8. She's like, ow.
Well, if she can't do it, I don't think any of
It,
us
does,
can. Let's
it
go
doesn't
ahead.
work, but you make a lot of noise and you hear a lot of barking.
Why do we need to see the dogs?
Anyone have a crowbar?
Oh, well, now we're just trying to go through the room. We're just out of curiosity at this point, and if we can,
But it also gets us back faster.
and if we can control them, that's good, and at least they won't be set
Right.
upon us. You know.
Okay.
There are still some rooms that we have.
Does somebody else want to try to open this door?
And I believe on the other side of the dog door is the hourglass door.
No one has a crowbar in this group?
Well, I do have. What do you have? Do we have all our adventurer packs?
It's not. It doesn't. She just. Yeah, it's not that
That's-
stuck.
Guys,
Yeah, I
it's
just-
just my strength isn't great.
Just roll the 7.
I just
Yeah,
had a
I
bad moment.
Jasper's not known for his strength.
I'm a small halfling. I'm not strong either.
Lord Hans.
Somebody roll athletics. Roll athletics, halfling.
What?
Okay, can I do it again? 'Cause I just
Nope.
I have a +1 to athletics. I'm not very strong, but I'll try.
The halfling rolled a 15. The door
Oh, okay.
pops open.
Yes.
He was just like leaning. He just like leaning on it and it like opened on accident. Like, oh.
Tassum is always so good with doors in whatever form he's in.
It's
Roll-
it's also like the pickle jar thing, you know?
Roll for initiative and tell me what you get.
Oh boy.
I should have been done the illusion.
13.
Okay, hold on. Wait.
Now I roll tell.
Wait. Okay, somebody else tell me.
8.
Okay, hold
Oh,
on.
wait, 9. I forgot.
All right, next.
6. Handsome was surprised by the
next.
door opening.
21.
10.
21.
21 and 10. All right, I'm
You're
putting
ready.
them in
You ready with that
order.
blast?
Yeah, you know what was up.
Create the image of a steak. No.
I'm just gonna be really nice to you guys and tell you that these dogs are extremely dangerous.
I had that sense.
Now for some death music.
Yay! Good thing
Uh,
you got those 2-handed daggers.
Yes.
You know, I'm going to magically enthrall one of these dogs.
Or are you finally gonna use hypnotic gaze?
Yeah, I'm stoked.
I've been reading about how good hypnotic gaze is lately.
Yes.
The best
It's his class ability.
the best reason for hypnotic gaze is if you cast a spell that has concentration, like Tasha's Causing for example. Causing controversy. If you cast a spell that has concentration, you can do hypnotic gaze while you're maintaining concentration. Let's pass a dog around. You guys can see it. Laura, I put a dog, hopefully.
Oh yeah, I see him.
As you can see,
Oh,
it's got
dear.
2 heads.
Yeah, I'm sure those weren't normal dogs.
No, it's a little puppy.
I'd like everyone to know I am proficient
Yeah,
in animal
puppy.
handling.
Me too.
You better handle these motherfucking dogs.
Nice.
I like that they have like hair.
Yeah, they got a
Manes.
red mane of hair on this 2-headed dog.
At the end, I'd like to adopt one of these.
Well,
Daphne.
Rescue.
let's see how well you are at this.
Who rescued who?
Daphne, roll. What are you better at, religion or history?
They're the same, so I'd say religion.
All right, roll religion.
That's a 2.
Yay!
Okay. You don't know anything about these
I
dogs,
don't know, they're fucking dogs.
but
They're mutant dogs, guys.
you do notice you do notice that they have the brand of the hyena on the side of them.
Right.
The door flies open, and the door flies up, and these dogs are waiting for you since you've been making so much noise. They are two-headed dogs. They are slathering and slavering, and they jump at you to attack you. And luckily, perhaps for all of you, the highest initiative roll was Jasper. Jasper, what will you do?
Cast minor illusion and creates a sound that sounds like, I guess, what he thinks a hunting horn that would be used with hounds would sound like, and makes 3 short blasts.
Nothing happens. Nothing happens as a result of that.
That is
The dogs all kind of look at you for a second. You think just for a moment that they're about to all heal. They look at you, and then they all just rah! They all like look like they're ready to rip your throat out.
I think I get a bonus action. Do I
Yeah,
not?
you do.
So who's
Bonus action.
Well, I can do. Can I do bardic inspiration as a bonus?
Yes.
This who's like.
Who do you want to give it to?
Who's the most vulnerable? Lord Hans, I think, right?
Well, yeah. I'm gonna have to get close to one of these guys to hypnotic.
I usually give it to a melee person.
But
Okay.
yes, let's give it to an ass kicker.
Una,
Yeah.
notwithstanding my disappointment at the dog's reaction, I give you some inspiration, some encouragement, some great words about what a warrior you are.
Thank you.
I put a dice next to her so we don't forget. I'm gonna throw one in your basket too so we don't forget. Don't forget!
10 minutes to use it.
Okay, it's the dog's turn.
Oh boy.
All right. The one that's nearest to you, guys, is going to step up close to you. Ooh. Yes, I need to give me 1 second. I can't do this without this. Let's see here. Yes, here we go.
I feel like we were in another situation where I was like, we could just avoid this encounter and
We're like,
no! That's good.
This dog, the dog that's nearest to you, is going to step up to you, and everyone but the wizard is going to need to make a fucking Constitution save as the dog lets out a creepy, haunting, dissonant howl.
Ooh, dissonant. Can I get advantage since I recognize a fellow dissonant creature? That's some nice sound effects.
I rolled a natural 20. It's a 22.
Okay, I heard a 17 and a 20. What else do I hear?
16.
A 16.
2, technically.
And Daphne?
17.
Oh, wow, guys.
Well, you didn't ask me.
Oh, what'd you roll?
A natural 1.
Oh. Okay, you are poisoned and stunned until your next turn. Until the end of this dog's next turn, you are poisoned and stunned.
You have disadvantage on everything.
And I'm
Disadvantage
stunned.
on attacks, but you're stunned, so it doesn't matter because you're not going to be doing anything.
Mine's a bat.
You are.
So then that dog takes a bite of Haslam, or tries to at least. It misses. Now this dog steps up and steps right here, and guess what it effing does, guys?
Something terrible.
He goes to sleep.
It throws back both of its 2 heads, and in a dissonant sound of both of them howling at once, it howls again. Everyone make a Constitution saving throw and tell me what you got.
It's not a frightened condition, right?
No. It's poison.
No.
11.
It's poison?
It's Constitution saving throw against poison. Okay, you get 11,
10.
10,
11.
11.
I'm assuming I don't have to do it again. I mean,
I guess.
Poison.
Can I be double?
What'd you get, Daphne?
10.
10. Okay. Did anybody get less than 10?
No.
Okay, you're all poisoned.
Right.
But I'm not going to use the rings because it's just until the end of the dog's next turn. So that means you have disadvantage on your melee attacks until the end of the next turn. Then that dog is going to try to hit Una with a bite, and it is a critical hit.
Shit.
Oh, shit.
You wish you were raging already.
I
Did you
do.
use her
But
bonnet
you
to
ain't.
take away from this?
Nope.
No. But when I level up,
Later you can do cutting word as a reaction.
That's luckily for you, it rolled 2 1s, so that's 3 damage.
it's just a pup.
That's 6 damage to you. 6 damage.
Okay.
3 on each hit. Where is my little thing? Okay, there it is. So there's Una. 6 damage to you. And then this third dog. This third dog is gonna run over here and try to bite the wizard, I guess. He's gonna
Squishy.
He's gonna try to bite the wizard with his bite,
It's this one.
and he hits,
Uh-oh.
and he does 4 damage
Okay.
to Lord Hans, and then he tries to bite Lord Hans again, and he misses. That is all of the dogs' turns. Now it is Lord Hans's turn.
Lord Hans is gonna hypnotically gaze at the dog that just bit me. I'm gazing at it like this.
Okay.
Gazing at it. Gazing at the dog, and it has to make a wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
Yeah, I hope you're a wise dog, or else you would be hypnotized.
It fails the wisdom saving throw.
Yes.
Nice.
The dog is charmed. The dog's speed drops to 0, and the creature is incapacitated and visibly dazed. And it will remain so until I stop concentrating on it.
All right,
And
and
you stop hypnotically gazing at it.
yeah, you're standing there staring at it.
Yep.
You still, so it's a concentration spell.
Creature
Yeah.
is incapacitated and dazed.
No, he has to use each round to look at
On
it.
subsequent turns, you can use your action to maintain this effect, extending its duration. However, the effect ends if you move more than 5 feet away from the creature.
Yeah.
So you're not going to be doing anything else but keeping this thing immobile.
Well,
but that is useful.
I can cast other spells though.
No,
But-
you have to use your action to keep it stuck.
You can do bonus action stuff.
Yeah.
So if
He
you have
doesn't have
anything
any
that's a
bonus action stuff though.
I thought you could cast other spells that didn't require concentration. So you.
This doesn't
Beforehand.
require concentration.
Beforehand.
The good use of this spell is you cast a spell that requires concentration,
Okay.
and then you go and stare at something,
Okay.
and you keep your concentration going.
Gotcha.
But every
City would like to have a word.
I'm aware. I have a nail in my leg. So that's the best use of it is you cast something that requires concentration, and then you stare at someone while holding the concentration.
Got it.
Every turn you must use your action to continue to gaze at it. So the other thing you could do is use bonus actions. But
Yeah.
you don't have bonus actions.
Yeah.
I mean, it's still amazing that you
could
literally
he-
take out a
Yes.
person.
It's very good.
I'm continuing to gaze at the dog.
And it's not going to rip you apart.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Could he stab with his offhand as a bonus
Just
action?
not
No, you
looking.
have to
just-
take an attack action to do
Okay.
the offhand.
All right, so that's your turn, Lord Hans. Well done, Daphne. Your turn.
I am going to, because again, I am of the opinion that Lord Hans is very, very squishy, and it's important for him to not be dead right now. I'm going to cast Sanctuary on him.
Oh,
So,
great.
yeah,
Nice.
so basically what that'll mean for you, Tim, is that if a creature targets you, it has to make a wisdom save, and if it fails, it's got to choose a new target or it loses the attack.
Great. And nobody, please, nobody attack this dog that I've charmed. Yet.
Okay.
Because if it takes damage, it's no longer.
So that was your.
Thank you, Daphne.
Any bonus actions or anything, Daphne?
No. Next next level, I think so.
All right, so it's Una's turn.
Okay, I would like to rage. Rage.
Raging as a bonus action, she does.
Wee.
Will you hit?
I would like to hit. I'm gonna try to hit the one in front of me with a scimitar. Right
Okay.
between its two fucking heads.
Roll to hit.
Remember, you have to sit down.
Yes, true story.
What's the lower of those two?
Well, the lower's a 2.
Okay, you miss. Hassan, your turn.
Alright, I turn into a wolf. Dire wolf.
He turns into a wolf.
Everybody's whooping it. And
Woof.
I'll attack the one in front of me.
Yeah.
13 is my lower roll, so that is a
You hit.
17.
You hit. Roll damage.
11 plus 3, 14 damage.
It passes the strength saving check.
Sweet.
17, you said? How much damage did you get?
13.
13.
No, 14, sorry, 14.
Okay. Now it's Jasper's turn. You are still stunned, right?
I believe so. It's that other...
Yep. You're stunned and poisoned. So
Yes.
we pass to our dogs. Dog number 1. Both of the heads of the dog are both staring at your eyes. Like,
Panting like a
2 heads
puppy.
matched together, just staring at you, unable to do anything. So that dog doesn't have a turn. This dog is going to try to hit Una with one of its 2 heads, and it misses, and then the other one of the heads rears back, and you see green ooze dripping down the fangs of the second head of the dog, and the dog tries to clamp its green oozing fangs into you, and it hits you with its death bite, if you will, from the death dog.
This is so good.
And you need to.
Like, I'm a death dog and this is a death bite.
Yeah. And you need to make a Constitution save.
I'm a Rith Road.
12.
You have that D6 if you need
13.
it. If you want it.
Oh yeah, yeah,
If you want to make
Yeah, go ahead and add that, please.
14, 15, 16, 17.
17. All right, you make a save against this death bite. You pass the save. You don't die.
Don't die. Hooray!
That's good.
Remind me, who is wearing pendants of life's boon today?
Me!
You two. Okay, good to know. Good to
I still
know.
don't know what they are.
Maybe
I
we'll
don't
find
know.
out what they actually are
Hasn't done
today.
you too well yet.
All right, so but it's got to roll damage. You passed the save, but
Yeah.
it's still gonna hurt you. And oh my God, are you raging now?
I am.
Thank God.
I am.
You take 7 damage with the
Thank
rage, so
Oh boy.
7
Wow.
total. Woo!
Damn.
So what? That's 14 hit points.
Yes.
All right, so that was number 2. Death dog number 3. Let's just start calling them death dogs.
Death dog.
Well,
Death dog.
they did say their name, so.
Death dog going for the bear, the wolf.
Yep.
Death dog is going after the wolf,
Makes sense.
and it's going with a normal bite, and it misses. And then its second head rears back, green ooze pouring down its fangs, and it attempts to sink its death bite into the dire wolf. It rolls a 12.
Nope. It's a 14 AC.
It's so engrossed in trying to freak you out with its ooze
It's
that
pretty
it just
freaked out.
sweeps right by you and splashes ooze on the floor. All right, Lord Hans, your turn. I guess I know what you're gonna do.
Yep.
You keep staring at that dog, and it's very helpful.
That's super helpful.
Daphne's
Death
turn.
dog. I'm back.
Okay, I have no idea if this will work at all, but I was going to maybe try animal handling to see if there's, if we can help them chill out a little bit.
Good puppy.
Like, don't look at them in the eye. Don't, whatever.
She's out.
You want to roll insight first?
I sure do. That's an actual 20 on insight.
Not gonna work.
Okay, well then I am going to instead use, let's see, the help action
Ooh.
for Una and say I think that's when he's favoring its right front paw, which suggests to me perhaps the left is the weak point.
Okay, just so you know, all of them, everyone's poison condition wore off
Yes.
Sweet.
because the dogs all took a turn. So you're gonna give Una advantage on her next attack?
Yeah.
Okay. Una, it's your turn.
I know it's a bad idea, but that orb is just itching in my pocket.
Could be very interesting.
And you could roll this.
It doubles the number of dogs.
You did just get an advantage though.
Did you have a bonus action, Daphne? Did you have a bonus you wanted
No,
to
I did not.
do? Alright. What are you doing, Una?
Okay, I'm gonna try to hit the damn thing again. We'll
And you
see.
got advantage, baby.
Thanks. So I get to go.
Good thing she has advantage.
Oh my god.
Oh.
It's so good.
What did you roll?
I rolled a 7.
You
That's my
twice?
I rolled a 7
7
and I
was-
rolled a 3.
So, okay,
but
so you rolled a
7.
7.
Is
Yeah,
that 7
I rolled
total?
a 7.
No.
Plus 7 is 14, so you hit.
Okay.
Nice.
There it is. And I
Roll
didn't
damage.
do my thing. Okay. What should I roll for damage? 3 plus 5?
Yes.
Yes.
And that's the one that's in front of you.
Yes.
So 8 damage to that death dog. Alright. Do you want to take your bonus action? Una?
Yes. I'm gonna try to hit it with my other hand. This is a 9 plus, what is it? 2? 7 again?
No.
From Ralph?
No.
9
Did it?
plus.
For the second, you don't get
Yeah.
the bonus?
No.
No, you get the bonus to hit. It's just
No.
no damage.
Not to hit. Bonus to hit, yeah. Not
the
to the damage.
offhand
Yeah.
is.
So you rolled so you got a 16?
Yeah, you hit. Roll damage.
Alright, thank you. 5.
Same dog?
Yes.
Alright. That dog is injured by you.
Injured.
You have injured that dog.
How does it look?
Injured.
It looks like
fine.
it's chilling.
It's
It's bleeding. You stab it with your scimitar, and a piece of the dog flies off, and it looks like rah! It looks like renewed in its hatred for you.
Oh boy.
Hassan, your turn.
Alright, I'll take the one in front of me now.
All right.
That is a 15 to hit, so I assume that hits.
Yep.
And 13 damage, and then the prone thing.
Okay. Let's type this damage. Calculate this damage with my slow math brain. And it beats it. It beats the save. Rolls it to 20. All right, Jasper, you are no longer stunned or poisoned.
Tell me about this room briefly.
It looks like a library that got turned into a kennel. There's chunks of dog shit everywhere, all over books that are all smushed all over the ground, and there's a half an ox laying in the back of the room that these dogs have been gnawing on.
Any magic in the room?
You don't detect any magic in the room.
Are there any shelves, any raised surfaces, anything I could get on top of?
Sure, but you'd have to get past these dogs.
Well, I can scramble around up walls.
Uh-huh. Oh, yeah. Okay.
So, I mean, I guess what I'm asking is there a way to climb up the walls and get over to like a raised surface?
There's a bookshelf over there.
That's what I do.
How large is this room?
So you climb up the wall.
Trying
Say
my best to avoid the dogs.
5, 10, 15, 20,
Okay.
25. Oh, this is the ceiling. You can't do the ceiling. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So you're about here on the wall.
Well, let me ask. Okay, so
I'm going to do a burst of speed.
that's what I was going to do. Feline agility. I
Uh-huh.
can go. I can double speed in combat. So it'd be for climbing on walls. It'd be 40 feet.
All right, so you walk around the walls and you end up on top of that bookcase.
Okay.
standing in the back of the room. Well done.
And I use a bonus.
Inspiration point for you if you don't have one.
I have to use mine.
And
but speaking of inspiration.
Inspiration for Daphne for trying out animal handling.
Oh, thanks.
So that's your movement. What else?
I will give some words of encouragement to the canine on our side.
Woo!
And say what a wonderful boy he is.
Such a good boy.
Okay, and you still have an action left.
I still have an action?
Yeah, you moved. Oh yeah, you used the feline agility.
Is that
Well,
an action?
it's
No, it's not an action. It's
It's
movement.
part of the movement.
I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
Use your action.
I will shoot a musket at a dog.
Shoot the dog. 2 or 3. Dog 2 or 3. Middle dog or.
This one's more injured. This one's less, and this one you shouldn't.
I'm not. I will shoot the more injured dog.
Okay, don't roll a 1 or a 2 or a 3 or a 10.
Right.
Yeah, whatever those numbers are.
I rolled a 10.
You take 1 damage.
Okay.
You're standing on top of the bookcase and you're sighting down the barrel of your experimental musket, and you shoot at the dog, and the gunpowder splashes back into your eye, and you're like, ah! And you sort of fall back. You take 1 damage,
I take 1 damage
from your gun,
but it functions otherwise normally.
and you still hit the dog.
Good.
So roll damage, roll a d12, and add 4 to it.
11.
11 damage. Describe the death of this death dog.
Yeah.
I blow off one of its heads with a musket ball.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. And just it explodes.
Ooh!
Withers and the dog stops.
Now
and
there's blood everywhere.
it kind of shakes around a little bit and then just collapses.
Dog brains and everything just splatters over everyone.
Yeah.
The neck is like waving around in the air like a balloon that got let go and it's just like, and the other dog head like looks at the stump next to it and then looks at you all and then just falls over, dead.
This guy?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was Jasper. All right, now it's the dogs' turn. Dog number 1 just staring at the wizard, who finally realized the power of hypnotic gaze.
Yep, such a good ability.
Death dog number 2. This dog is like feeling upset about its friend being dead and stuff. Let's see. Is it able to pass through Una's square as a?
Not
unless she fails a check, or.
Well, if it's 2 sizes larger, I forget what that rule is.
Nah, it's not that large. Alright, so it's just going after Una then, because there's no way around to get to that gazing wizard. It wants to get to the wizard.
And Una
Let's
has
see.
something for
Let's
your
see if
attack,
it recharges any of its abilities. Nope.
right? Daphne gave you something, but that was for your attack.
Alright, this thing is trying to bite Una. It misses, and it misses!
Yeah!
Fuck! Come on, this dog is gonna be scarier than that!
I used my reaction to make 3 celebratory toots with my minor illusion.
The dog just falls to heel.
Oh, I just had the tone wrong.
Alright, Lord Hans.
Yeah,
What are you doing? Staring?
I
Okay.
did, I did hail to the victor.
Daphne, your turn.
Alright, well, she doesn't want to, like, actually hurt a dog, but, so she'll cast Bane on it instead. The mean one.
Right on. It's a wisdom save? Well, whatever save it is, it fails because I rolled a 1. So
Okay, yeah, it's charisma. So now, whenever you do an attack roll or saving throw,
take away a d4 from it.
Yeah, that's right.
Yep. Okay, it's baned. It's been baned. Any bonuses?
Nope.
All right, Una, your turn.
Alright. Slash and dash. That's a 6 plus.
Plus 7. You hit. Roll damage.
That's a 4.
Plus 5 is 9. So this dog takes a nice large hit. Roll with your offhand.
Oh, yes. Slam, bam. That's a 4.
Okay, you miss. Has some. Your turn.
That's a 17.
You're hitting, yes.
6 plus 3, 9 damage.
Oh my god, this dog is dying! This two-headed evil dog with oozing poison on its teeth is getting wrecked.
Is it prone?
It is not prone. At least it's been avoiding that. I mean, it rolled a 16. Oh, the baby isn't responding well to that howling.
I don't think your baby likes that.
The howling dog turns into a baby. Let's see, Jasper, your turn.
Oh, I take aim at the, I guess, the dog that is not being sedated by Michael's or Lord Hans's gaze with the musket, and 17 plus, whatever, 4, 21.
Okay, you hit. You rolled a 17?
Yeah.
That's nice. Alright, what else? Roll your d12.
Okay, 9 plus 4, 13.
13 damage.
Yeah.
Describe the death of this dog.
It's very similar to the previous one. I take out one of the dog's heads. The one, I try to make it symmetrical with the other dog, and just kind of blast it, and the dog just reels up. The other head looks at the stump of its missing head and just falls down. Yeah, lets out a moan. It's sad, actually.
As you execute this brilliant shot, you feel a small piece of metal fly off of your musket, and you realize that from now on, if you roll a 2 or below, the musket will break. Now it's the turn of the dog that is just staring at the wizard. So now it's Lord Hans's turn. Or am I supposed to be rolling a save?
No.
For it?
No, Hypnotic Gaze is too good, man.
Okay, so it's just staring at you.
It's gonna continue.
Lord Hans, your turn.
So the other dogs are dead.
Yep.
Team, I'm going to step back from the dog. I'm going to stay within 5 feet and maintain my gaze. But I'm going to step back to allow a little extra room for the rest of the party to attack it. And I would like to ask you, Jake. I would like to hold my gaze. The dog does not lose the hypnosis until it takes damage. So does the party, if they attack it, do they get some kind of advantage on it because it's incapacitated and staring at me? Or does it notice that
It's incapacitated.
It's like it's grappled or prone.
The creature is incapacitated, so if you attack something that's incapacitated, I think you have advantage. Let me just check real quick.
Is it just incapacitated?
Incapacitated
It can't move.
does not do. It says it's incapacitated and visibly dazed. Dazed is a D&D 1 word. It's not a. It's just. This is just describing what it looks like.
Yeah, I don't think
So you don't. They don't have advantage on it. All right, let's keep going. This combat's almost over.
I'm going to just maintain my gaze and back away 1 square from it, and then I'm going to encourage the... I think you should attack this dog now!
All right, Daphne, what are you doing?
We just wait.
I don't want to attack the dog now, but I will help Hazem and say, listen, if you really, if you really need to kill it, the soft side, the belly underneath is where you want to focus.
Very good. Una, your turn.
Alright, I'm gonna try to hit it with the scimitar. As I do. That's a 5.
But you have, didn't you have what Daphne gave you?
12 miss?
That misses, yeah.
What did she give you?
Whoops.
Roll your offhand.
You used it?
Same thing.
That was the last round. The help action's only 1 round.
Sorry. It was a 2, but then I bumped it and moved.
All right, Hassan, your turn.
He's rolling me 2 today.
This 2?
Yeah.
Or
The D20.
Oh, sorry. Do you want me to get Sudi, or do you want him to visit you?
And then roll those 2.
Do you want this, or do you want me
It
to?
doesn't matter. 10 damage.
Would you like him to sit on? It's your choice.
I don't care.
I'll take City.
well, he may not be taken.
Oh, okay.
But if he's chosen to sit here, it's up to Michael if you want me to move him or
No,
not.
it's fine.
Okay, he's gonna stay there.
So it could be inspiration.
Don't want him stepping on the.
All right, what's so what happened with Hassan?
It did 10 damage.
10 damage. Okay, the dog takes 10 damage, and it needs to find out if it's prone or not. It is not prone. Jasper, your turn.
I shoot at the dog.
Shoot that dog.
Don't roll a 2.
Don't roll a 1 or a 2.
Can you move my character next to it?
Yes.
It's cocked. You want to reroll?
Yeah, I'll do it for you. Roll a 2.
What?
Oh, that's an 18.
That's extra damage,
That's
right?
extra.
Oh, 18. That's
Nice
right.
job, Jake. Nice job.
Yeah.
Jake, you can roll.
Kill
over
my
that.
own two-headed dog.
3d4 base damage instead.
Yes. Yes.
And do I get my modifier, my dex
Yeah.
modifier?
Yes.
Right? So 5,
Nice.
9, and dex. 9 is 13.
13 damage. Okay. That dog takes 13 damage and it looks halfway dead or more. Okay, it is that dog's turn. And guess what? It is really upset. It is really upset.
It
All
just
of
woke up.
all of its friends have been biting the dust around it. And
Trying to get your.
everybody but Jasper has to do a Constitution save.
Is it still poisoned?
9?
Yeah.
12.
14.
10.
Jasper. Okay. All right.
That you rolled.
So everybody is poisoned. As the dog lets out this howl, this sort of green mist cascades out of its mouth and covers everyone as it's howling. This dissonant howling. You start to feel like almost drunk as the green mist enters your nose, and all of you are poisoned. And Lord Hans, you are stunned until the end of the dog's next turn.
All right.
He's like, how do you like it now?
Yeah. I deserve this, and I accept it.
Then the dog goes to bite Hasam with it goes to bite Una with its death bite.
Oh, good.
Remember to subtract d4. Oh wait, no, that wasn't the one I made.
Different,
Never mind.
different Bane dog.
Doesn't Bane hit 3 creatures?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I.
That one never tried to save against
I
it.
didn't say that.
Let's retroactively try to save against it. It passed.
Alright.
But nonetheless, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. It rolled a 13, and her AC is 13. So that means that it
It hit.
It hits? Okay, roll a Constitution save, Una.
Okay.
Better be good.
No, it's not.
You have an inspiration?
Hey.
A regular?
Oh, regular inspiration.
Oh, regular
Have you
inspiration.
paying for
Use
this
it.
I could reroll that. Alright. That's
There
a
you
little
go.
better. 12.
Okay, you are stunned until the end of its next turn.
Oh, wait. Of Constitution? Oh, yeah. Oh, sorry. 13.
one?
You're
13?
stunned until the end of its next turn, but I'm glad you re-rolled, because if you had not re-rolled, you would have caught a horrible disease
Oh.
Oh,
that
no.
would reduce your hit point maximum by 5 each day
No.
until you die.
Jesus.
So I'm glad you didn't you used your inspiration
Yay,
points.
inspiration.
Because it's a death dog, and it's here to bring death.
Dog.
Hey guys, everybody, up in this bookcase. There's room.
So I guess it must have hit you if you had to roll a Constitution. So it does. Where are your? Yeah, it does 7 hit points of damage to you,
Jesus.
bringing you down to 7.
Yes.
This dog is fighting for its life and wants to drag you to the grave. All right, Lord Hans, kill this dog.
I'm stunned.
Daphne, kill this dog. Oh, you don't kill dogs. Who are you helping?
Let's see, who is next? I will help Jasper.
Also, you can heal someone with your bonus action if you wanted.
Yes.
Yeah, I know, but I've only got 1 spell slot left, so.
All
yeah,
right.
I'll do that.
So you're helping who? Jasper?
Jasper, I'm going I think you've been veering a little bit to the right. You want to adjust,
All right, Una, your turn.
Hey!
She's done.
I'm stunned.
Okay, Hassan, your turn.
It's 22, so roll the 2.
Roll that damage. Kill that dog.
I don't know what number this is.
That's a 2.
2, 8 plus 3, 11 damage.
Oh, that dog is very near to death's door. So near.
It's named Double Death Dog.
Yes. Jasper, what will you do?
Got advantage. What's the suspense? What's going on?
It's like he wants to cast a different spell.
Nat 20!
On what?
What?
On a gun?
Yeah, the musket.
Oh, jeez. Well, you're gonna. No, you just roll damage twice.
Obliterated.
Roll a
2d12.
d12 twice. Let it be known that Jasper killed all 3 dogs.
11 plus, do I get 4, so 15? Or plus 8, I doubled the bonus.
No, you don't. Do you do that? I normally don't double the bonus. It's just a roll.
So 15.
Dead either way. As you make this shot, you feel another piece of metal fly off your gun.
Oh, no.
And now if you roll a 3 or below,
I think we need
it
to
will be
repair
broken.
This. Okay.
And yes, if it becomes broken, you can always take it to a specialist to repair it. But now, based on the condition it's in, if you roll a 3 or below, it will break.
I see.
Yes. Good thing you had advantage. All right, describe the death of this dog, my friend.
The musket ball flies through one head and then the other, and tears through it, and they just pop open. There's just like exploding, dogs.
Okay.
He's just trying to cover the party in blood and guts.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I yelled out, I said we should go around.
And that dog is DOD, and the combat is over. And I think this is a great time to take a little pause.
Yes.
And a long rest.
Cookie cake.
Yeah, I'm going to put some cookie cake out. We can eat things on the porch. We can drink things on the porch. Use the restroom with your mask on. Let's take a break.
Yay.
And good job dispatching those evil 2-headed dogs.
Good job.
I actually anticipated that encounter to be much harder than it was, so
We didn't have a musket.
hypnotic gaze really helped you out.
Hypnotic
Yeah,
gaze
hypnotic
is
gaze
super
and
good.
The guy on a bookcase
And you're
with a gun.
realizing that the musket's too strong.
Oh, I've known about the musket. I've known the musket the whole time.
Yeah.
Yeah, as a bard, as a person who's played the bard, I hate the idea of only having dissonant whispers. I mean, only having vicious mockery the whole time.
Yeah.
So, I wanted him to have a good weapon.
He has a very good weapon.
Yeah. Look, if Toll the Dead can do D12, why not have a rifle do D12? Right?
Sure.
Especially when the monsters are so hard.
Yeah, this is true.
Yeah. I mean, I just made these monsters more difficult last night.
Were they too easy for Aaron? Is that why?
No, I just checked it with myself. Aaron's sick of these catacombs.
Oh, is she? Yeah. I believe it.
Fucking. Yeah, I changed their poisonous howl to be a bonus action that you can do with one attack last night. Before that, it was just an action and their turn was over. And that was boring for them.
Boring for them.
Yeah. Boy, they gotta take out people as powerful as you guys. Now, how come you went for the direwolf instead of the bear?
Because since they were doing poison, I wanted advantage on my attacks.
Ah.
The direwolf also has more hit points and better AC.
Huh.
The bear's best if you just want to do a lot of damage.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't necessarily go that way a lot of times.
So the stout halfling has luck on all its.
No. So
attacks?
stout is poison resistant.
Ah, okay.
So he takes half damage on poison,
Got
and he
it.
has advantage on poison, just like
Okay.
dwarves.
Yeah.
And then halflings are also
Lucky.
advantage on fear.
Okay.
But the luck is if you roll a 1, you reroll.
Okay.
The reason why I had
See-
advantage is because I was a dire wolf,
Uh-huh.
and they have pack tactics. So whenever another person is next to the thing I'm attacking, I get
that's great.
advantage.
Okay, that's why you're rolling 220s all the time.
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah, Michael knows his ish, man.
I've been playing too long.
No.
Michael's got that BRAINAS.
He always, drops when he was playing with Gygax and Arneson.
Yeah, right.
That was, he was the source of some of the early rolls.
Though back in the day, I did do a D&D tournament,
Yeah.
and we won.
You did a D&D tournament?
Yeah.
At like a Gen Con or something?
At Strategicon.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Oh, cool. So what was that? What is that like? You're doing multiple D&D
Yeah, so
sessions of the same adventure? Like
no, they
everyone's
do different adventures. So basically, your group, and so it was like my brother, myself, and like 2 of our friends, and 1 random guy.
Uh-huh.
You go through like a one shot,
Mm-hmm.
and depending on how well you do, you go to the next round. And
Uh-huh.
so there was 3 rounds, and we were one of the only groups to beat every one shot, except for the last one. We just got the farthest,
Wow. That's fantastic.
which was kind of cool.
That's very cool.
And nowadays they do adventure league, so it's a little different.
To do what with every one shot?
Adventure. You play adventure.
So the old version in the old tournament rules was they would have like 3 or 4 one shots, and they would. Are you showing what she's missing?
I was trying to show her the cake, but it's just gonna fall out of the bowl.
She's trying to. Jake's trying to show you the fun for the cake. You're just gonna eat your chips.
You got something?
I think everybody's leaving.
Cake.
It's cake
It's good.
time.
Sudi smells it.
Yeah, even Cindy's like, I'm gonna eat some of this cake.
Cake. Used to eat the noodles, now we eat the cake.
Cool case you got there.
I got
So
I'm gonna eat 4 good berries, I think.
So you finish killing these dogs. There's just like these 2-headed monster dogs that aren't actual dogs. They're death dogs. So you're standing in this room. It looks like it was once some kind of small book depository. Now there are dog guts and dog brains and dog etc. spewed all over the room,
How does the
covering
ox look?
everything, covering you. The room is covered in like ripped up, torn up books that the dogs have been shredding and crapping on. There's shit and piss everywhere. There's a half-eaten ox on the side of the room that's all covered in bite marks that the dogs have been chowing on, and it's half rotten and there's maggots in it. It's a stinky room. It's a small room, and Jasper's still standing on top of the bookcase. And there you are. Oh, and you came in through the west. Where's my map? You came in through the west, the northwest of this room, and there's a door to the Middle East and a door to the south.
Yes, the door to the south is going to lead us to that pentagon-shaped room, and back out the way we came. I would like to look around the bookshelves and see if there are any books of interest or scrolls or anything exciting and fun in terms of knowledge on these shelves.
All right, why don't you do a investigation check on the shelf?
That is going to be an 11.
Wow. And you've got a +7 in this.
Yeah, so I rolled a 4.
Do you have an inspiration point?
I do, which I would like to use.
Why don't you try that out?
Roll again.
Yes, please.
That is going to be a 23.
Ah!
That's a much better roll.
You find 2 things as you are farting around with all of the bookshelves. Literally, why did I minimize my webmaster?
Good old webmaster.
Me speak language. Let's see. You find 2 things. One is a spell scroll.
Yes! Aha! What could this be?
It is a spell scroll of protection from evil and good. And you also find, as you're investigating the bookshelves, you find a chunk of the diseased dog shit that has a partial impression of the Queen's signet ring in it.
Yes!
I say, Lord Hans, why don't you put that in a sack and take it with us?
A chunk of dog shit.
Is it dried?
Yes,
It's
yes.
mostly dry.
I'm going to wrap that in a handkerchief, and yes, I will carry it.
Great, you smell worse. All of your charisma checks will be -1 until you get rid of this piece of dog shit that you're carrying
A
around.
little known form of bardic aid. I hand him a doggy bag.
Ah, yes, which you have in your pack. And the
Oh,
Daffy.
Daphne's.
Well, as we had discussed before, I'd like to try to bottle some of that doggy venom.
okay. I know what I'm thinking of, but what role would you use for this?
I would love it to be medicine because.
Oh, that's great. Yes. All right.
Yeah. Okay. Great.
Make a medicine roll.
Gross. Okay. Oh, 26.
Nice.
Great. You get 2 vials of purplish, greenish disease poison.
Hell yeah.
And using your excessive medicine skills, you see that a person who gets poisoned with this must succeed on a DC 14 Constitution saving throw. If they fail, they will get a disease which does not leave them until it is cured. Every 24 hours, they must pass the saving throw again, and if they do not pass it, their maximum hit points are reduced by 5.
You'll love to see it.
If this is left unchecked, if their hit points hit 0, they will die.
Mm-hmm.
So you've got 2 vials of that.
Mm-hmm. Excellent.
What else is happening in this room, y'all? Hans found dog shit and spell scroll.
Not just dog shit, special dog shit.
That's what he keeps telling us.
I've performed as thorough an investigation of the shelves as I can.
I guess I'll check the door on the. We came from the west, you said?
Yeah, the northwest.
Which one?
So we came from, yes, and so to the south is the pentagonal room. We have not looked at the room to the east yet.
Alright, I'll smell and listen to the one on the east.
The one in the east smells familiar. You feel like you've been in that room before,
Alright.
based on your wolf smell. You smell yourself.
Can I open the door as a wolf? I guess using my mouth probably.
Do a dex check.
Man, I'm gonna search for these on Twitter.
10.
You slobber all over the door. Your tongue, your wolf tongue, and your wolf teeth. She's crying again, unfortunately. Yeah.
Alright.
I can hold her while I'm telling the story. You slather all over you open it. You open it and you see a room that you were in before that has the sadness puzzle on the far east wall.
The only thing left to investigate is where this hourglass key
It's
goes.
the
right?
hourglass room.
I guess I'll check the other door then.
The south door.
Yeah.
All right. You sniff at it and stuff. It smells like that pentagonal room where you killed the gargoyle before.
I told you, my map.
Yes.
Is
Yes!
your map complete now?
Not really, because the rooms to like.
Yeah, complete.
Which one's closer to where we need to go?
Well, I don't know what the sadness puzzle. I don't.
Where's the laboratory room?
That is going to be. Here?
'Cause I just had a list that was like coffin room, lab, and the hourglass thing. That those were somewhat
Yeah,
close
so the
together.
suits of armor were here.
Can we head to the hourglass room?
Wait, go back to the coffin room.
Why?
The bear opens the door. Another rectangular room. There's a floating shape. It's roundish. It flies out to the northwest corner and disappears. The northwest
That
corner.
was the sadness.
there's-
thing.
Yeah, but there's the hourglass
That one's
room.
the hourglass.
Oh,
So
okay.
if we're in the
So
coffin room,
the one that's to the directly to the east of the of this room will then have the hourglass in it. The door that he just went through and smelled himself in.
So you guys are still in the death dog room,
Yes.
right? You came in through the northwest. You looked through the east door and you saw the puzzle door room, and then the door to the south you have not opened yet, but it smells like the broken up pentagonal room.
I'll try to open it.
You open it. There it is. Dead
Yay.
gargoyle, smashed up pentagonal room.
Did it.
So now you're in that room. Everybody goes into that room. You're standing in it. There's a door to the west and a door to the east.
To the west, I think, leads us to the mosaic room.
Alright, let's look in the west room. Is it the mosaic room?
You go in the west room and it's the coffin storage room that you did a short rest in before you headed south into the lab
Okay,
type
wait.
room.
So
There
the
should be
coffin
a-
room. There should be.
A door to the west of the coffin room should lead us to a room with a mosaic.
Wait, bear.
You go through the door to the west and you're in that room with the mosaic in the northwest corner.
No.
That's it.
Yeah, does this
That's
one
it.
have the
The marble
hourglass shape
mosaic.
in it?
It does. A door with a geometric flowery shapes pointing to an hourglass
I'm
shape.
sorry.
in the center
Was
of
my
the-
map
your
good?
map.
Or was it
Oh,
good?
gosh.
Was it good? Or was it good?
Like, yes.
It was great.
Alright.
You are great.
I'm making this map in
Who has
character.
an hourglass?
Yes, look, here we are, to the west.
Very good.
I've
So,
done something.
you're in this room and
Who has the key?
I have the key. Would someone stronger than me like to put it in the door?
Lord Hans,
Yeah.
I think you should do the honors. Actually, no.
I'll die.
Okay, I will take the key.
I'll do the key. I'm gonna eat 11 good berries and then I'll do the key.
Una, that sounds great.
Alright.
So there's a marble mosaic, a door, a geometric, this flowery shape pointing to an hourglass shape in the center of the door.
Alright. Harrison, you wanna sniff at this door?
Sure, I'll sniff
yeah.
at the
What's
door.
you guys are all still fucked up from your battle, right?
What direction is the hourglass door?
It's in the northwestern corner of the room.
And this is where that floating shape disappeared.
Yeah.
Very correct.
So have some sniffs at the door.
You wanted to know our hit points? Is that what you're saying?
I know what all your hit points are. I was just saying you guys are all fucked up from the battle.
Well, I don't
Unless
have
you.
spells.
I've eaten some good berries.
And my muskets.
All right, everybody, tell me what your HP is.
I'm 13
Oh.
again.
Mine's
Oh.
18 now.
Una's at 18 out of 27. Has some is full. He's still a wolf,
Mm-hmm.
and the wolf never took any damage. And Daphne's full. God, those dogs were supposed to be harder, man. And Lord Hans is at full.
Yep.
what happens
I
when-
ate the berries, dude. I ate my good berries.
That's what
And,
happens when you got Lord Hans.
Lord
not
Hans-
occasion.
So it looks like Lord Hans, Daphne, and Jasper all have one spell slot left.
Yeah.
No, I have no spell slots because I use detect languages or
Okay.
comprehend languages.
I have 2.
Your honesty gets you another inspiration point.
Thank you.
All right. So good to know.
I'll sniff and listen to the door.
It's so like thick and airtight and covered in mosaic-y shit that you really can't detect anything.
Oh.
This is what we came for.
Okay.
I mean, it's this or leave, so it's whatever you all want to do.
Let's
Laura, you can hear us, right?
Mhm.
Okay.
That's 100% this catacomb.
I mean, I'm okay with this.
Let's give a favor.
I think we should enter the door, but I think someone else should do. Una,
Yeah.
my doughty friend.
Una, do you want
Strong Una.
Una, I have some good berries left. Would you like them?
Oh, sure.
Okay. I'll give you all the rest of my good berries, which are 4.
Okay.
How many more do you need?
Okay, 20, that's 22. That brings me up to 22.
And what is your maximum capacity?
27.
Would you like 3 more good berries?
Sure.
Here you are.
All right.
Hassim's blessing.
Let's open some doors.
And here is let me give you this hourglass-shaped key, and I'm going to stand well behind you, my friend.
Okay. Can we take a good look at this door for any traps or things in it, or just?
It's a complicated door with an hourglass shape in it.
All right.
You already looked at it a bunch.
I'm shoving it in the hourglass. I'm gonna try to put the hourglass in the shaped hole.
You shove it in there!
Yeah.
It goes in, you hear a click, and then the door starts to go and like sift in, and then it goes off to the side.
Pretty impressive.
And behind the door is a pretty boring looking room, a large sort of rectangular boring looking room of crypt nameplate looking things and stuff. However, as the door opens up, you see a spectator like the one that you fought earlier, although maybe not as dangerous looking, as well as 2 small fist-sized creatures that kind of look like spectators that are bobbing around with it. And the spectator and one of the 2 creatures immediately flee out the southwest. Like the door took so long, like an opening, and it's like that you see these fleeing creatures. There's only 2 doors into this room. The one that you're coming in that's in the southeast, and the one that is in the southwest. So
this one didn't have any jokes, huh?
What?
This one wasn't laughing or telling any jokes?
No, this one was just afraid. This one was out. So fucking the one little creature which Lord Hans recognizes as a gazer. The one little creature stays to try to like slow you down as the other 2 creatures are fleeing. So let's hope this also on the tiny little gazer you see a tiny little brand of a hyena.
An idea for a tattoo.
So everybody roll initiative.
13.
Okay.
13.
Okay.
9.
Okay.
2.
Oh, I'm
Wow.
passing somebody at 5.
Wow.
You're welcome.
I haven't tested this creature out for weeks, so let's hope that I didn't give it really powerful abilities that just consume all of your souls.
To find out
Is it a mind player now?
I mean, I'll tell you this: the thing looks tough. And it gets to go first. It rolled pretty well. Let's see what it's going to do.
Our word kill.
Oh God. Oh God, why did I make this up? Fuck all that. Alright, this thing's gonna fucking shoot at you with some of the. So this is like a little tiny spectator, but it's got 4 little eyeballs on the top of its head.
Mm-hmm.
And it looks at you guys and what did I make up, man? This is
Yeah,
crazy.
what did you make up? Is this a meaning beholder?
This is yeah, it's pretty crazy. Let's find out. Yeah, all right. So it's got this one of its little rays kind of looks like almost like a slot machine, and as it lights up, you see it like spinning through a bunch of colors and stuff, and then it shoots at Una with a multicolored ray from that eyeball, and and it misses.
Yay!
So then it. Let's see. Then it tries to shoot Una again, and Una, make a wisdom save.
Oh boy.
Oh,
Oh.
that's pretty good. I think you made it.
Yeah, I got a 19, and then that'll be a 20.
Okay, you passed the save. All right, guys, tear into this thing. Fucking. Una, you're first.
I'm gonna try to throw a javelin at it for fun.
All right, roll damage. Roll the hit.
Javelin time.
Oh shit, it's not there yet, is it?
He's not here.
It was all an illusion.
I rolled a 12. My javelin is +5. Thrown. So 17.
Okay, you hit. Roll damage.
Woohoo! Wait, what do I roll for my javelin damage? Oh yeah, 1d6.
Everybody make sure you take a look at the mini and look at the fist-sized floating creature.
So small.
I think it's 1 plus 2.
Oh.
No!
I love it.
Was it cute? Was it cheaper?
That's what the size of gazers are.
I know, but was it cheaper? Or did
No.
it come in a set?
I don't know. I ordered it as it is. It
Oh
wasn't
my god, it's cute.
any cheaper than anything else.
Can we keep it as a pet?
It's if you look at it with a bright light, you'll see it's like all painted with little X's
Oh,
on the
really?
eyes and
Yeah,
everything. Yeah. Use the lamp. All right. So how much damage did you do?
I think it's 3. I rolled a 1, and I think I get +2 in my main.
When our miniatures are
That'll be
playing
good enough
D&D,
for me.
This is what they use as a beholder.
Lord Hans. That's funny. Lord Hans. What are you gonna do?
Chill touch.
Chill touch. Roll to hit.
Range spell attack. That is a natural 20.
Okay,
Yeah.
you hit.
Nice.
Roll damage.
That is going to be 5 necrotic damage, and it cannot heal until the end of my next turn.
Should he do it twice?
Roll twice.
For a critical, yeah. 10 damage total.
Oh man,
Yes.
this gaze is gonna do some strong shit to you on its next turn. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, it's not gonna heal itself.
Jasper, what's up with you?
I'm going to whisper a discordant melody.
Oh God.
Racking it with terrible pain. It has to make a wisdom save.
All right, it fails the wisdom save.
It fails?
Uh huh.
Excellent. I like to hear.
Somebody move that thing, the gazer, all the way to the edge, away from the party.
Okay, 9.
There.
Further back or
further.
the next panel back?
The farthest edge towards Tim or whatever. Yeah.
11 psychic damage.
Okay, it takes 11 psychic damage. This gazer is looking very injured. Hassam, what's up?
I got 50 movement.
Who's got a crossbow? Lord
So
Hunt?
he's still a
I
wolf?
do have a crossbow.
Not
Yeah.
feeling so good about my musket these days.
So no one's next to it.
Would you like to borrow my crossbow?
19.
19 hits.
10 damage.
10 damage.
And I'm assuming it can't be prone.
Correct. It cannot be prone because it be flying.
Yep.
Alright, Daphne.
Told the dead.
Okay, it fails the wisdom saving throw.
Okay. It takes. Where is my 12? Sorry. Okay. 4 necrotic damage.
Alright, it takes 4 necrotic damage. Oh! No, it doesn't. It takes 2 necrotic damage.
Okay.
And Dissonant Whispers is psychic damage,
Psychic
right?
damage.
How many damage did you do it?
11?
It only took 5.
Right?
Yep.
Dude.
I haven't run this monster for weeks.
Sure.
It's on the
But
on the page.
But it's still fleeing from me.
Yes.
Okay.
It failed to save.
That's important.
Alright, so now it's the turn of the monster, and this monster is
How far?
Shelltouch is
Yeah.
also necrotic damage, by the way.
how much did you do to it?
10.
Alright. This monster is not as badly injured as we originally thought it
It was faking. It
Damage
was,
did not suck into
Yeah,
it,
it
so
was faking it.
It was faking it.
That-
But
Yeah.
suddenly it's like,
the monster has been like floating to the side, and all of a sudden it just straightens up and it
It's
goes,
like a soccer player that realizes it's not going to get the call.
Yeah.
So floating down the field as fast as it can.
Alright,
The flop didn't work.
this. So, the monster realizes that you guys are actually quite a threat.
Formidable.
So, it starts to pulsate with energy in the air and racking, pulsating, and vibrating, and then it. All right, let's see here.
Did I take it? This I think is mine, but
I think it's a pink one.
yeah.
And let's see here. Oh, you all are still clustered together, except for Hasam.
I mean, is the room
Smart
bigger?
for Hasam. The room is that whole thing there.
Yeah, we got one for this thing.
Let's see. So it pulsates and pulsates, and then like sort of like lullaby starts to creep out of it. You see little animated music notes in there, and it casts sleep on the clustered party. And Jasper is asleep,
Am I
and
the lowest HP?
so is Daphne.
Really? At 17?
Yeah, it's a level 2 sleep.
Alright.
It's a level 2 sleep. That's 7d8.
Aren't you the lowest HP?
Yeah, but
Oh, I'm wrong. Never mind. It's these two. These two are asleep. We'll just lay them down.
Are you an elf?
yeah.
Okay.
You know what? We brought these
How
rings
dare
for a
you.
reason, guys.
Elves can't be put to sleep.
You guys are so stoked that this thing was gonna be easy to kill, but now it's coming for you. All right, so you guys are asleep, and
That's the combat side.
and then it sparks one of its little horns on its head, one of its little thingamabobs, and it shoots Hasam with Hasam, make a strength saving throw.
11?
You fail the strength saving throw, you get pushed 30 feet back towards the party.
That direction?
Yeah.
So 6.
All right, that's its turn. Take it out, guys. Una, your turn.
So if you want, you can take an action to wake somebody up, but that's your entire action.
Oh.
Or you can kill it.
Watch out for City, Michael.
What's up?
He clearly likes you.
Who likes druids?
You can run over there and start wailing on it. You can throw a javelin,
Yeah,
or you
probably
can wake
will.
somebody up.
I'll throw a javelin again.
We can go out of the room.
I can leave. I'm just gonna leave.
Do you want to move any closer to it?
Yes.
Wow, they got rings on them and they're unconscious.
Yes.
They got rings on them and they're laying down. All right, so you throw a javelin. What'd you roll?
I rolled a 10, and that's gonna be +5.
Okay, you hit. Roll damage.
Ooh. And that's gonna be a 2 + 2.
Okay, that sticks in one of its little eyes. The little flying guy, it gets sticks in one of its little eyes, and it's painful. Lord Hans, your turn.
I'm sleeping.
You're asleep, Jasper.
Sleeping.
Yeah. Did
He's
I hear
not.
some-
He's not
Is it
asleep.
time to wake up?
Oh yes, he is. Okay, has some.
Alright, I'm gonna run back to the side and attack it again.
Get it.
Get it, get it.
Does a 15 hit?
15 hits.
Okay. Ooh, max damage. That is 15.
Oh, describe your hit, please.
The wolf is mad from being pushed back, so he runs really fast and pounces out and like tries to bite one of the eye stalks off.
Yes, and it's so small that it sticks in the wolf's mouth, and the wolf worries the small ball back and forth. But the ball like squeezes out in between the wolf's teeth and squeals. All right, Daphne, you're awake, right? Yeah.
Huh?
Go ahead.
What?
Yeah, you're awake.
I'm going to go shake Jasper awake.
Beautiful.
And then I would like to move away from the cluster, please.
How
Yes.
far away?
Sure. Yeah, I can't really. I don't know, but yeah, that's fine. That's good. Great.
But not in the same line as Una, maybe? Off to the side.
Yeah, perfect.
Jasper mumbles as he's like,
You wanna be over
to the left.
All right, it's gazer time again. It's shooting rays from the top of its head. Ah, you see the thing start to do the slot machine looking one.
It's raving.
And it's going to cast something. Yes, it is.
Are they really just baby spectators and baby beholders? Going through the phases of life?
Yeah.
Nobody's next to it, right?
I'm next to it.
Pessimist.
You're next to it?
Yeah.
Oh, well, I guess it'll have disadvantage. It shoots at, I guess you're next to it.
I'm next to it.
It's going to have disadvantage no matter where it shoots.
Oh, okay.
So it's going to shoot you.
Yep.
And it's going to hit.
Nice.
Yeah, so it's, oh god. Alright. Looks like we might get him out of his wolf form soon.
I think it'd do 40 damage in a round. Jesus Christ.
It shoots you with Melf's acid arrow.
Oh, okay.
It hits you with 15 acid damage. So what are the wolf hit points right now?
It is now at 23.
Damn, that wolf can take so much damage. That wolf is a whatever. But it's going to take 2d4 at the end of its next turn as well. Alright, so then another one of its eye stalks powers up and it shoots it shoots the wolf with icy ice shooting out of it. So do a dexterity saving throw, please.
I failed, for sure.
Do you have inspiration?
Oh yeah, I got inspiration. Might as well use it.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go. That's an 18.
Okay, you pass, so you only take half of. So you take 4 cold damage from some ice, and
That's a badass looking dire wolf right now.
fucking there's a fucking acid arrow. It's like half of its face is frozen.
And it's like
It disengages as a bonus action because it's so tiny and it moves over there.
Oh yeah.
End of turn. Ow.
Okay.
No, I'm not okay. Una, your turn.
Okay, now it's close. I'm gonna try to hit it with my scimitar.
Step up to it.
Okay,
What'd you roll?
I rolled a 5. So it's
Okay, you miss. Roll your offhand.
Woo! Oh,
There you
19.
You hit. Roll your damage.
Thank you. 6.
6 damage to the gazer. Guys, the gazer is looking really, really fucked up.
Yay.
You take a couple pieces off of its little head, and it squeals in pain. Yee! It whispers, "I could have been Lord Hans's familiar, but you had to kill me."
But he's sleeping.
So Lord Hans is asleep. Jasper is asleep.
No, Jasper's away.
That's right. Jasper, your turn.
okay. Can I? So
Afraid to use his musket now?
yes.
It's okay. There's a workshop.
I will rise up and
Rise up.
and hold on one second.
So now you have 15 speed.
And can I grab the crossbow from Lord Hans while he's sleeping?
Just lose
No,
body.
no.
No?
No.
Okay.
Just use your musket, man.
I'm not using my musket.
He's scared.
Or use a cantrip.
Yeah, so I use Vicious Mockery. Now,
Okay.
insult the gazer, which is like a wannabe beholder, or a wannabe spectator. It's not even a...
It passes its wisdom save. Nothing happens to it.
Oh.
You have a bonus action?
Yeah, I'll give a bardic inspiration to Una.
Okay, Una, don't forget you have one. Alright, Hassan, what's up?
Alright. Now that somebody's finally next to it, I get advantage.
Ew.
So 18.
You be hitting.
13 damage.
Describe its death.
Yeah.
He does the chew twice thing again, but this time it just never gets out, and then he just drops it on the ground. And he starts playing with it.
And it just flops there. It just flops there, and the eyeballs on stalks are kind of like little ping pong balls just laying there with tubes on the end of them.
You gotta do the acid damage though.
And it's got a tongue. And you take acid damage. Yeah, you take 5 acid damage. And it's dead!
Yes.
Yay!
No more
To
gazer!
celebrate this, I loot to Lord Hans.
Yeah, what treasures can we get?
Oh, wait a minute.
Just the crossbow and the bolts.
What did I miss?
Keep the gold.
Do you want this? Do you want this crossbow?
Yeah.
All right, here you go, please.
I'll return it anytime you want.
Simply wake me up and ask next time.
I was certain you would say yes.
Can I interest you in a hunk of dog shit?
To hold on to a dog shit.
Yes. So you're standing in this room, which is ultimately pretty boring, except for the fact that it had scary monsters in it.
And there's a door to the southwest that they fled through.
That's right.
I don't know that we need to pursue these.
Yes,
We can just go home.
I like. I'm sure there are many more intriguing things to be had in this dungeon.
Una,
And yet-
roll insight. She's got danger sense.
18.
18, wow. You feel like those things are no longer nearby, and you also feel like you've almost explored the entire dungeon.
I think we've pretty much done what we came here to do.
So shall we look through this last door? Una, do you sense danger nearby?
Nah.
I'm gonna check the next door.
Yeah.
Guys, it's
Southwest door.
Okay.
Handsome's also gonna keep the little thing in his mouth.
Nah.
So, just carrying this fucked up gazer
Yep.
body.
It would bring that for evidence.
Oh, actually, as you're heading out the door, you see sort of a something written in chalk.
How long does comprehend languages last?
10 minutes.
I would say that 10 minutes had passed, but then again, The battle is very short. It doesn't take very long to walk in between rooms. What do you think? Is 10 minutes past?
How many battles have we been through?
Oh, well,
Since
2.
we passed
Dogs.
Oh, yeah,
And then looting the...
I
looting
think
the...
it's probably.
Yeah, because he was like searching through the room.
Yeah.
That's why.
Is the
Well-
chalk in Infernal again?
The chalk is in Infernal.
Do I recognize any of the same words or phrases that I previously read?
It looks like a sentence that ends with Golethakash. The same symbols that you recognized as Golethakash from before.
Let me just make sure.
Maybe could you?
Oh, it's 1 hour. His is 1 hour.
No.
His is longer.
Ah,
Oh.
you read it.
Something that comes back.
It's a sentence in Infernal that says, "Do not proceed without the blessing of Golethakash."
Do you relay this to the group?
It says, do not proceed without the blessing of Golethakash.
Oh.
Well, since we don't have that blessing, perhaps I think we should
Who's
not
to say we
proceed.
don't? Perhaps Golethakash is pleased by all the killing we've done here.
Do you know about this, Golethakash?
I have the sense. Daphne. Golethakash might just happen to be evil.
You don't say!
Dun dun dun!
Jake, would we know anything about the hyena and association with Golethakash?
The hyena you discovered earlier is the. Go ahead.
Good. Oh shit! I should know the name now because I've looked it up a gajillion times, but
It's the symbol of Gazul.
Gazul, and it's like access and opulence and
Gazul is one half of the temple of Tactilius and Gazul, which is the raven and the hyena, and that lady Hortense Bancroft that was at the party is the head of that church. Watch out, Michael.
Yeah.
Just don't move, and I'll save you.
If our companion senses no danger, I think we can at least look into the next room without the blessing of Golethakash.
Well, there are traps and things. Okay.
The danger sense feels like we're great. We're good here.
So you go, you keep going to the through the door that's in the southwest of the room. It's a long curving corridor, and it goes south and sort of curves to the southeast, like hooking around to what looks like it should be a dead end. But in fact, it is a large, perfectly round pit about 10 feet across. It looks cleanly cut from the stone, and it leads straight downward as far as the eye can see, pitch black.
Well, I think that's a good stopping point.
Is there a ladder
Good to
leading
see if
down?
there's anything
Yeah.
I could
Is there
toss
anything
down
around?
there.
I wouldn't. What? Do we
I'm not
want?
saying we have to go down. I just want to
I think if we toss something down there, I don't know. It's we know those observer and gazer went down there, and
You don't want to poke the bear, so to speak. This bear.
I don't think that any gold pieces are going to be thrown back up at us from this pit, or a nice piece of fruit. I think that, but again, I'll leave it up to your judgment.
Well, you are the most curious or intensely curious among us, and
Yeah.
if even you are like, I don't know, then I'm willing to differ and just go back upstairs.
I think that my instincts tell me, do I have any intuition about this pit, or do I sense it's a special pit, or is my instinct that it is a pit that leads into infernal evil monsters, and that disturbing it will only cause monsters to fly out at us and attack us? Is that correct?
Roll history.
That's going to be an 11.
You don't get much from this pit. with your brain.
I think that pit. Una, do you sense anything in that pit?
Roll inside, Una.
I think it's going to be evil. I think the pit is full of evil.
Yes, I would venture to say that is probably true.
It was a 7 and I.
You have my inspiration though.
Oh right.
Still, it lasts what? 10 minutes or something.
Daphne, you have inspiration, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Rolling insight.
Can I share it?
Yeah.
No.
Like, do that?
12. I got 12.
You can feel danger
Yeah,
coming from
I don't feel good about this pit.
the bottom of the
Very
pit.
good. Let's leave well enough alone.
Yeah,
Let's go.
it seems like the queen has either accidentally or on purpose, like summoned forth some evil from some.
I hazard to guess that
Dusk.
I think it's completely on purpose. We
Yeah.
also have proof that she's doing so.
And,
I think
we've
this was
encountered all these unusual creatures even outside the castle, so it seems like
We should
she's
also figure out
playing with
who
the
we are going
fabrics.
to trust this information with and this evidence with.
Well, the prince obviously seems like an upstanding and intelligent fellow. That was a joke.
upstanding, perhaps. Intelligent is a bit of
As
an
you stand by the
Let's-
pit, you hear
let's-
like a faint giggle come up from the bottom of the
Okay,
pit.
let's go.
We don't want to know what the joke is.
You could throw the little morsel down.
Anything to cover
that's
up?
just toys and keep it.
Okay.
It turns into a human.
Okay, so we all leave the room as quickly
Yes,
as
we
can.
head back up the curving
Can
hallway.
we close that door?
Can we go get a bunch of coffins and
Yes,
close
it
the
would be
pit?
great to close the door behind us.
Yes, let's go.
Sure, you close the door. You go out of that room. You're standing back in the hourglass-shaped keyhole room.
And Lord Hans, lead us.
Let's go back to the mosaic room.
The which one?
The room that we entered, the room with the
The
so we're in the
keyhole.
hourglass key room. So yes, let's head to the east,
Mm-hmm.
and then we're going to head to the east again.
Mm-hmm.
And we should either be in the room with the statue of the hyena or in the next room just next to it.
I think we're supposed to head south still.
If you head east twice from the hourglass room, you'd be standing in the I
Gargoyle
killed a
room.
gargoyle pentagon room.
Okay,
Yeah,
great.
south.
And then we're going to head south.
That room has north, west, and east doors.
Let's head west.
West, you go back into the coffin storage
No,
room.
east. We go
South?
east twice.
No, we can. Really? All right. What do you think?
You guys are standing around in the gargoyle room arguing with each other about west and east and
Well,
stuff.
from the gargoyle room, we should be able to find our
Yeah,
way
so
back pretty easily.
we go
right?
out of the gargoyle one to the east, and then
You
south.
go to the east out of the gargoyle room and you end up in the chapel room where you found the musket.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's making progress.
There's a door to the northeast and the secret door with the broken hyena statue in the mid-southwest.
Let's go through that.
So we haven't gone
door.
through the door in the northeast of this room.
Yes, we have.
What's in it? What's behind it?
That was the other two gargoyles.
Oh, okay.
Let's go through the hyena, the secret door, and we'll be back in the passage, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
You go through the secret door, you're back in the corridor that had the rug in the corner.
Yep. Let's fight the rug.
Fight the rug.
The rug turns into an extremely strong gazer that
Fucking gaze.
casts a random level 2 spell with one of its eye stalks. You're standing in the corridor with the rug.
We head
Let's,
back up the
yes,
stairs.
let's head back east, north, and then west to the stairs.
Alright. Sounds good. You do. So you walk up the stairs and go back to the castle?
But kind of, we don't want to just surprise whatever guards are there, right?
What time of day is it now?
Well, let's take a moment and figure that out.
It's probably like 4 p.m.
You went in there at midnight. You fucked around for like 4 hours. Then
Yeah,
you took a
short
long rest.
A long rest or
We
You
took
took
a
a
long
long
rest.
So then it was noon, let's say, and then you've been messing around since then.
And we've
So
taken 2 short rest, or 1 short rest as well.
yeah, so I'd say it's 6 p.m. or 7 p.m. So you went in at midnight, and then noon, and then 6 or 7 p.m. Yeah, so it's like 6 or 7 p.m. of the day that you went in at midnight. You went in at 11:59 p.m. and it's the next day at 7 p.m.
Sounds about right.
Covered in poison,
I'll
dog shit.
listen to the door and smell the door. Is there a guard right behind the door?
You smell a person standing not right next to the door. Sort of like you smell the faint smell of a person who's not standing right next to the door.
Well, let's see.
So you're on the inside of this door. Actually, this door is airtight, I remember.
Oh.
So
Well, then I'll
you don't smell shit.
Don't smell shit.
The only thing you
Can I
smell
listen?
is the hunk of dog shit in Lord Vaughn's pocket.
Can I listen? Can I
I'm
listen?
going to use thaumaturgy to make the sound of something falling over 30 feet. That's as far as I can go with it, but 30 feet away.
On the other side of the door, or
To
so
try to
in the room on the other side of the door that you had come through originally, you're gonna make a sound.
to try to get who's ever in there like away.
Well, we don't.
Okay,
we don't,
you make the sound.
We don't know.
Oh, we don't. I thought you said that you smelled.
We figured out.
I take it back because I
You're
forgot the
grounded.
door was airtight, but you can use my mistake with what you will. But you make the noise 30 feet away from the door in the room on the other side, or 30 feet away from it, and you're all standing behind this closed door that you had
Can we
gone
open? Can
into.
one of us open the door kind of quietly? I can try this.
Stealth.
Perhaps you, my
try that.
friend.
I tried to open
want
the
me to
door.
try?
Sure. Are you?
I'm a
especially-
wolf? No. I
Uh,
don't want me to try.
I'm going to try to open this door as quietly as I can, just ajar, to see what I can see on the other side.
Okay,
Yeah? Did I make a stealth roll?
you make a stealth roll, sure.
Okay. 17.
Okay, you open the door silently.
Yeah.
And on the other side of the door is the room that you had walked into to get here. And on the other side of the room is a guy who is staring right at the door. And
Let's see it open.
he sees the door open. He doesn't see you, you're hidden, but he sees the door open. And when the door opens, he whistles behind him. And down the hall there's another person, and that person whistles. And you hear like some echoing whistling up down the hallway. And the guy jumps up and runs over to the door where he still doesn't see you. And he's like, I went in there. And then he sees the other ones of you. He sees the rest of you behind the door. And he says, "Oh, you came out. I'm so glad. Lord Valentis has had us watching this door waiting for you to come out. He wanted to speak with you immediately as soon as you came out. Will you come with me to go speak with Valentis?"
Absolutely.
Carry insight.
Sure.
I strike it with my rapier.
Natural 20.
Nice.
He appears to be telling the truth.
Let's
Alright.
go talk to Valentis.
Yes.
So this guy spirits your party.
Wait, let's give a hand for this dungeon.
Yeah.
Excellent work. Fucking standing right there. Great
Catacombs.
dungeon.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
That was in character, right? So the guard is like, what the
Yeah,
hell?
yeah.
It's not dungeon,
I'm
it's
gonna-
catacombs.
I'm
give
going to
a hand
replay
for
that part of the
Catacombs.
recording every day.
Jake, you get an inspiration.
Thank you. I'll re-roll something. That's for sure. So the guy spirits you down the hallway, up the stairs, past this person, past that person, guards in various places, and he takes you to a room in which is waiting Lord Valentis. And Valentis. And Valentis, he says, "Please sit down. You look very haggard. What happened? What happened down there? Did you find the proof? What happened?"
Hassan goes up to him and drops the gazer in his lap.
Wow, and he looks pretty scared about a wolf, a dire wolf in general, being in the room.
It's the halfling druid.
And then he looks at the torn up gazer, and he picks it up and he looks at it, and
and he just says, like all happy, giving it to him.
And he says, "What is this? I've never seen anything like this."
There are many of these eye creatures down there, living gargoyles. There were animated suits of armor and clothing which were not undead. All sorts of malevolent beings, 3-headed dogs, and we found...
Two-headed dogs.
No, 4-headed.
we found the room that the prince spoke of.
And evidence of
Sacrifice to an
Dark
infernal
magic.
being.
Greatest sacrifice to an infernal.
and what looks to be an entryway to some
The
underworld.
portal to hell!
Wow! So there are a bunch of monsters and magical creatures underneath the castle.
Yes.
I was there just a month or two ago, and it's a simple crypt burial area. It's extremely surprising to hear.
Were you aware of the puzzles in the crypt to get to the secret rooms?
I've never tried to get into a secret room in a crypt before. Did you find anything of interest?
Yes. There are many secret chambers, and again, we found evidence that the prince is certainly telling the truth.
Well, what is the evidence? Like, normally I would say, let's get the royal army to go down there and get rid of these monsters. If there are...
we took care of that for you, sir.
There's no more monsters down there?
Yes.
But we've made a serious dent.
It's these are dangerous. Somebody appears to be summoning or animating magical malevolent creatures. I don't think that killing off this round of pests will stop the problem. So my companions have traveled with Volantis. Let me message.
He's by himself, right? There's no one else in the
There's
room?
nobody else in the room.
Valentis? Yeah, it's just him.
Okay.
I'm gonna message Daphne. You
Okay.
trust him?
And Valentis looks at you funny because you're whispering.
Yeah, good. I'm using
Like-
message Volantis.
He says,
You
what?
know, and try to cover it up when I reply back like, he's a goody-goody, but it also means that he is trustworthy.
We have the Queen's glove, and we found the Queen's glove that I've seen her wear in the room of sacrifice, soaked in blood, and also there is a piece of offal with the Queen's signet ring imprinted in it.
A piece of animal intestines?
A piece of dung, my friend.
Oh.
Here, take a whiff of this.
He recoils,
Look at
but
Here, no, look at it. Look closely. Look close. Get it right up to your face.
Look close, man!
he holds
It's
his
the
nose
imprint
and
of a
he
ring.
takes a look at it.
Do you recognize that ring?
Well, he fails a Constitution save against the stench, and he turns and barfs on the floor. And then
I know this is shocking for you, man. Of course, I would vomit too if I learned my queen
The
was taking
direwolf starts
sacrifice.
licking it up.
Yeah.
so he sees
If
the.
I say leave it.
He says, okay, so there are monsters in the basement, and you found the Queen's glove in the blood in a room where sacrifices were being made.
Sacrifices were being made, and an infernal being was being summoned by the name of Goliath, motherfucker, Goliath the Cash. And I happen to know that this being is evil.
Okay, so there's a lot going on down there, and the proof that the Queen is involved is her glove was in the blood in the room with the sacrifice, and her. What was going on with
Her signet ring made an imprint
Yes.
in some of this waste
Okay.
with the two-headed dogs. It was
Okay.
a library next to the sacrifice room.
So the Queen is involved in this, and there's evil things happening underneath the castle.
And a portal to
I think
hell.
this is good enough proof for me. Here's what we need to do.
Okay.
We need to take this to the Council of the Blooded. That is, you players or some of you know that is one of the governmental houses. It's made of 34 representatives from the noble houses. It's a legislative and judicial body in the government. And so he says, we need to bring this to the Council of the Blooded. If we want to replace we can't send the royal army underneath the castle without the Queen knowing. So if we're going to replace the Queen, we need the Council of the Blooded on our side if we want it to be bloodless.
And who do you think they would try to put in the queen's place?
I don't know. Who would you suggest?
We will campaign for the prince.
Really?
He's our friend.
I'm gonna turn into having. Well, you know, there's
There
such
are
thing
other
as
choices.
democracies.
Right?
There's also other noble houses that we've gained inspiration. I would say this is a weighty question, and maybe if, to the extent we could have a voice in this, we would want to confer about it first. The most important thing is that we make this evidence, we bring this evidence to other people.
Yes, well, I'm sure the 34 members of the House of the Council of the Blooded will all have their own desires for who to replace the Queen with, but
Lord Valentis, who do you think would be a good replacement, a good steward of the
I am
kingdom?
but a humble tutor and veteran with half of a foot, as many of you have told me over and over again. You know, I've always respected the prince my whole life. I heard from you that some of the nobles you were talking to also suggested to you that they should be put in the place.
Yes, but some of them also seemed amenable to the concept of the prince as a move for stability after a traumatic removal of the queen.
And this won't just end with the removal of the queen. There is a gateway to the underworld down there. So whoever is in charge will have to deal with that mess. They will need the full force and support of the kingdom.
Well, between the royal army and the army of the Temple of Kybox and Harrel, and you know, I believe that we can do what needs to be done. But if the leader of our realm is involved in the things that you describe, we cannot begin until we must cut off the head of the snake, he says.
Well, if we are going to support the prince in his claim, I think it's also very important to consider who might be his advisor or his regent. I don't know, is he old enough to
He's 16.
take the crown himself?
Yes, he is. He's 16 years old, and I've trained him well over the years. He's
Yes, I'm sure
an
you have, but-
extremely deft political strategist.
Sure, but even so, perhaps he, may still have things to learn from those with perhaps even more acumen.
Yes,
so
certainly
I think that will also be something important to
The
think
prince is a friend to the party, and he will need friends as he ascends to power. I think it would help us greatly to have a friend on the throne.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. I also recall you. I recall you saying that at the party, House Mussover was expressing interest in the throne. And
Yes, well, we do. Oh, we have some news for them as well.
I'm not sure what you said about Imran Dreisten, your conversation with her. So this may be a bit of a mess.
She's
but
amenable. She's amenable to the concept of the prince.
I do feel that the prince is an honest and good person. That's been my experience of him over our many years of working together.
Great. Let's stick with that guy.
Is a player question, not character question? Is there a member of House Tamerlane on the Council of the Blooded?
Yes, two members from every house.
And soon to be 3.
Who are the members of House Tamerlane on the Council of the Blooded?
Well, I'll tell you in just a moment, as I sit down and look at the complicated document that I spent hours making up about
Which you now
the
get to
Council of
use.
the Blooded. Yes.
I'm gonna also tell him that we saw the hyena symbol, the
Oh yes.
Gazula.
Gazul.
Gazul.
Everywhere.
Uh,
Everywhere.
So the two members of House Tamerwin that are on the thing are Stragene Tamerwin, who is a 71-year-old ageless man who looks ageless. He's high seat. And Escada Tamerwin, who is a 53-year-old female. Both of them are known for having extremely aloof personalities.
Do I know? So I will know them as members of my extended family. Do I have any relationship with them?
Stragene is your uncle,
Ah.
and Escada is your cousin.
Ah. And how do I feel about them? Or what do I think of these?
They kicked you out of their family.
They were the ones, man. They're the
Gotta be, yes. The Council of the Blooded, you say, yes. Well, this will be interesting, my friends.
Okay.
So yeah, Valentis says we need to bring this to the Council of the Blooded. The next meeting of the Council of the Blooded is the day after tomorrow. So it's 7 p.m. right now. We'll go to bed tonight. You do whatever you want tomorrow, and then the very next day, which is a Tuesday, we will.
A Tuesday, you say?
I say we bring this before the Council of the Blooded. I'll spread the word to them that we have something that's extremely urgent that cannot be pressed to another session since they only meet once a week, and we'll bring this in front of them.
Maybe say the day of, because it seems like the Queen learns about things really fast.
Well, it's hard to get them all together on a day other than that. It's 34 people, 2 of them from each noble house, and you know how nobles are.
Yes.
Does the Queen sit with the council?
No.
Okay.
Uncle Strogene will not move his schedule for this.
Yes, and the more we spread the word around about exactly what this is that you need to talk about, the more likely it is that it'll get to the Queen. So we simply need to tell them that we need to tell them on the day that it's an extremely urgent matter, and on the day, as they're meeting, I'll bring sort of preliminary information to them, and then you all can go in front of them. Now, we spread a rumor that you all were helping the prince with a personal matter today, so people have not started to wonder where you are and search for you and such, so you're safe. I suggest you all rest up, do whatever you want to do with the day tomorrow. I would say be safe, don't go far, don't go apart from each other in case one of you gets kidnapped or killed by some of these monsters. Just stay together, rest, and the following morning we should go in front of the council.
Valentis, is there a library of magic spells in the castle that I can access?
There's not a library of magic spells in the castle. The only libraries of those that I know about are the one that's from your family. Mm-hmm. Your family has its own private library, yes. And there's a library at the college. But I do know that there are a number of shops that sell things like this.
Excellent.
A number of shops that sell things like this in the city.
May I borrow some gold from the treasury for the purpose of shopping for these scrolls to be better prepared?
I do not have access to the treasury, my friend. I'm but a humble tutor and veteran. I'm not even a lord as you are.
Are you and the prince going to be safe by the time we meet on Tuesday?
I can only hope.
Okay.
We've been watching
It
the
sounds
door.
like a lot to hang your hopes on.
Do you have a suggestion for maintaining our safety?
I mean,
Is
maybe...
there...
Go ahead.
Oh, go ahead.
I was just gonna say maybe we all go together as like we could, since we are protectors of the prince, we could just kind of hang out with him the whole time and make sure everything is kosher.
Well, I've heard that I've heard from your friend that he's looking for spells and he wants to spend gold and stuff. Maybe a good thing to do tomorrow is if we all go on a shopping trip.
Yes.
There you go.
When we say it's for the prince.
Prince likes shopping, right?
The prince wants to go shopping. The city is dangerous. We're all going to guard him, and then you can buy your spells or whatever you're trying to do.
Outstanding. I think that's a perfect plan.
Valentis, I show him the musket. We found this down below, and I've claimed it as my own. Have you seen this type of device before?
Well, it looks like a musket.
Yeah, do you know anyone in the city who works with such things, who can repair them, who
Yes.
maintain them?
Well, the workshop is the place where all the technology comes from. You know, they make these contraptions that have steam shooting out of them, and They make things where there's electricity shooting from one side to the other, and these many of our rifles come from there. This musket of yours looks strangely antique. I'm not sure where it comes from, but I'm sure if anyone's going to understand the workings of it, it'll be them. They've been.
I would like to visit there tomorrow if we can fit that in.
Excellent.
Hmm.
Surely, yes. My trip to the scroll shop won't take long. We'll need some time to study the scrolls, but we could do that in the evening.
Well, it sounds great. Well, it sounds like we have a plan for tomorrow.
Indeed.
Well, thanks everybody. I'm gonna go eat my dinner. This is really scary. What's going on? I hope the monsters don't come up out from under the castle and terrorize everybody. But the only way we can go and do this is to take the queen off the throne. I think.
Just one problem at a time.
It's really sad. I've known her for a long time, and she was a good person. Apparently, she's sacrificing people under the castle.
She may not be the same person anymore. She could be possessed. She could be a doppelganger. She could be an illusion. We don't know.
Well, it's pretty terrible. I'm gonna go eat my dinner.
Enjoy.
Should you all have the Catacombs barred for now? To make sure nothing does come out?
Well, my concern with that is that it might let the queen know that we know something's going on down there.
Yes, that's true. I wonder the queen will, if she goes down there to sacrifice again tonight, she's going to wonder what happened to her two-headed dogs.
And chalice.
The gargoyles.
Yes, where's my animated armor?
So you would be alerted to Valentis if the queen were to go down there. Your guards would let you know.
Yes, I have a bunch of people watching that.
Yeah.
If she were to go down there, I suppose I could have them run and tell you that she just went down there, and we could try to come up with a response.
I think that's a good idea.
Yeah.
Very good.
But I think if we actually bar the door, people are going to see it from the outside and be aware that we know something's happening.
If she goes down there, tell her the prince is having a seizure.
Well, we would have to make sure the prince knows about that.
Okay, I'm not. Based on everything you told me, I'm not sure that she actually cares that much. She's going to stop herself from sacrificing someone ritually to save her son's life.
Do you know where the teleportation circles are between the different countries?
It's not something I'm hugely familiar with, but I believe it's at the university. That's where the mages are, and the people. The mages like to teleport in between the cities. That's what I've heard, and work with each other and such. They do a lot of studying of things that of which I know very little. Well, I'm gonna go eat my dinner. I'll talk to the prince.
Enjoy.
Shall I have my men show you back to your rooms?
Sure.
That's fine with me.
Okay, so the young people that have been doing Valentis' bidding, they lead you out. They lead you back to your little hallway with the interconnected rooms, and there ye be. And it's about 8 o'clock now.
I'm going to, if the group wouldn't like to do anything else, I'd like to study these scrolls that I've found and try to copy them into my spellbook.
That sounds like a good thing to do.
Yes.
I'd like to eat. I assume Valentis provided for us to eat. It's been a whole day, right?
You have been eating good berries, so they sustain.
So,
good berries sustain you.
I thought about them and he asked what they taste like.
you shouldn't have too much trouble here.
Okay.
You have to succeed, Michael, correct me if I'm wrong, you have to succeed on an Arcana check with a DC equal to 10 plus the spell's level. So those spells are level 1. So you have to beat an 11 Arcana check.
Alright.
Julie, you make sure he's telling the truth with his rolls.
Plus 7. So here we go. Scroll of Alarm.
He's got to roll higher than 4.
That's a natural 20.
Oh, you copy it twice, baby.
And 9 plus 7 is 16.
Okay, so you've copied protection from evil and good, as well as alarm into your spell.
Now,
And
the scrolls
your book.
disappear, right?
The scrolls disappear.
Do you do the cost for it too or no?
Yes.
It's 50 gold per level.
It'll cost you 100 gold to copy those into your book.
50 gold per level. In that case...
Unless it's enchantment, then it's cheaper.
Okay, it's half. So I will need to borrow 10 gold from one of you tomorrow, because I have 140 gold left and I want 3 spells.
Lord Hans has character traits. Your character traits, Lord Hans.
Yes.
Ah, look, City likes a man with spells. So, so your 100 gold evaporates, and you copy the spells into your book.
Great.
Be aware that alarm is a ritual, right? So you can cast. You don't have to prepare it.
Yeah.
You can cast a ritual out of your spell book without preparing it.
If you have 10 minutes.
Yeah, any of your ritual spells, you don't have to prepare them. You can just cast them as a ritual, but it takes a few minutes.
10 minutes.
Depending on the spell.
Well, 10 minutes plus whatever the spell time is.
Yeah.
Alarm is a little longer, I think.
Yeah, but so if you're sleeping in the catacombs, you can say, okay, everyone, I'm going to ritualistically cast alarm. And then you sit there and make noises and then do it.
Great.
You don't have to actually prepare it. All right, so you've written those spells into your spell book. And y'all are chilling in your little area.
I'm going to go to sleep for a while, I think. That was quite a day. This group has acquitted itself very well. I think that was a great success, and I'm proud to be a part of it.
After realizing you're sleeping on top of a gaping maw of hell, I might suggest we sleep in, shifts. Somebody keep an eye out.
Yeah, that's a good idea. I'll take the last shift.
I will take a shift, it does not matter which.
Yeah, same.
And also, we'll totally give you 10 gold pieces.
Thank you.
All right, let me see.
I will use
Let me
my
see the
spells to benefit
3
you.
shift watchers.
I'm the last one.
Okay. Who's the third one? Her. Okay. All right. Daphne, roll a d20.
And I will say also, if I can, during my turn, I want to stick my head out the window and see if my raven friend is there.
Okay.
But I can roll the d20 first. We'll see what
Yeah.
Oh no!
Oh, do you have inspiration that you can use?
Yeah, but I don't know if it's...
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
That could be good.
What'd you
I don't
get?
know.
She rolled a 1.
We'll let it ride. I don't know.
12 spectators appear in the hall.
You rolled a
Yeah.
1.
Yeah.
Nothing happens.
Yes.
Okay.
And then you look out the window.
Hello? So I'm going Disney princess. I'm going to stick my hand out so he can land. And for our uneventful watch, I will bring him in and be like, I have a lot to catch you up on.
He's very happy to see you. He's like hopping around. He's hopping up and down your finger. He's hopping on the bed and then back onto your finger.
You will not believe the couple of days we've had, let me tell you.
He appears to be really like riled up, like he was nervous about you. He was worried about you.
No.
So he's happy you're there.
That's all I got.
All right, Una, roll a d20.
Yeah. So round. 14.
Okay, nothing happens. And Hassan, roll a d20.
14.
Oh, let me see. So as you're sitting there on watch, in the hallway, I guess?
Yeah.
A ghost appears. It's a little girl. She has dark skin, and she talks in a very cute and innocent way to you and says, "Hello."
Hey, what's up?
Hello, my name is Cynthia.
Hi, Cynthia. I'm handsome.
She's holding like a what looks like a really well used white teddy bear, and she says, "Nice to meet you, Hasam," in this sort of ethereal way.
What can I do for you?
I just am looking for my daddy to kiss my teddy bear goodnight. Just tonight.
What's your dad's name?
Have you heard of the king?
The king?
Kieran Colgane?
Kieran
Does he
Colgane.
have a middle initial?
We have heard of this. Or, well, I'm not there.
Yes, my daddy is the king, Kieran Colgane. I just want him to give my teddy bear, Mr. Wallace, a kiss goodnight.
Aw, that's so sweet. I'm not really familiar with this place that well, but I don't know. There might be the king. I'm kind of new here. What are your interests?
I like to play hoop and stick. I like to play dolls. Sometimes I pretend I'm a soldier and I fight people with a stick.
That's cool.
I like to play with Mr. Wallace here. Are you having a good night?
I think so. It's been pretty good so far.
Well, do you think you can help me find my daddy? I miss him so much.
When was the last time you saw him?
Oh, yesterday. I just want him to kiss Mr. Wallace goodnight.
Let me see if my friends can help you. They know stuff good. I'm gonna like knock on his door.
Hasm, is something wrong?
Hey,
Are we under attack?
so Cynthia, this little girl here, is looking for the king,
What little girl?
Kieran Colgane. Do you
So
know?
you see this little girl ghost standing next to him. She's 6 years old. She has dark skin. She's holding a little white teddy bear. And she says, "Hello, do you know where my daddy is?"
I don't. Well, that's
Kieran Colgane? I don't
Now,
know.
I do happen to know, but I'm not going to say. I'm not saying this out loud. I do happen to know precisely where Kieran Colgane is. I was like, I'm not sure, little girl, but have you seen anything strange around the castle lately?
Oh, everything looks pretty normal. My daddy is ruling with his benevolent heart, and everything is wonderful. The cook is making me sweet puddings.
The cook, you say?
I'm gonna wake up Daphne too while they're talking.
Oh, hello.
Hello, little one.
This is Mr. Wallace. He's my teddy bear.
I'm gonna whisper
A
to Daphne.
champagne, Mr. Wallace.
I'm gonna whisper to Daphne. You know stuff about ghosts, right? You're like clear. She's asking about her dad. I don't know.
I don't think so.
He's lying down in the basement with Sprinkly Penny.
So I think I'm just coming in, so I don't know if I heard anything about the cook or whatever, but I'm sort of looking at both of you to be like.
She says the same stuff to you that she said to them.
Oh,
Well,
very nice. Do you have a sweet that you like the best?
I love figs. Candied figs.
Trying to. Was there anything special about the last sweet that you ate?
Well, it tasted very good. One of the visiting lords gave it to me.
which one was that?
Oh, I can't remember his name. He was tall and blonde.
Did
But
he sound like me? Did he speak differently than you?
Yes. Yes. Have you seen my daddy? I just want him to kiss my little teddy bear goodnight.
Well, I haven't, but maybe would it help if I kissed your teddy bear? We could say, it is qu'est-ce que c'est? A train. If I see him, I will pass it along, but maybe I could kiss Mr. Wallace just for tonight.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. I'm like, oh, okay, and so I'll do it.
Oh, thank you. Mr. Wallace likes that.
Do we know anything about ghosts? Like I don't know, like
We could.
Do you know, sweetie? Do you know who Atlantis is?
No.
Okay.
I'm looking for my daddy, King Kieran Colgane.
Well,
Do you know where he is?
do you think that if you were to lie down and take a rest, you might see him?
I don't know.
Do you think that maybe if you went to sleep, you could join your daddy in another place where he might be?
Can I wake up?
I don't understand.
I think that, well, you know what? Yeah. I don't know, but I personally am going back to bed.
Okay, I'll try something else. Be like, well, where did you see your daddy last?
Well, I saw my daddy on his throne. He was welcoming the visiting nobles. And he looked very, I don't remember the word, kingly. I love him.
where's your room?
My room is downstairs. Very far downstairs.
Have you looked for your daddy downstairs?
I have, but I don't know where it is. Where he is.
Interesting.
Maybe you can help me?
Well, we've just been downstairs and there were some dangerous things going on down there, so we're a little scared to go back right now, but maybe in the future. Are you always around?
I don't know.
You want to come back in 2 days?
I just want my daddy to kiss my teddy bear.
Yeah,
You want me to come back in 2 days?
sure.
Right after you say that, she just disappears. It's a wisp of smoke.
There we
Wisp
go.
of vapor.
So, I'll be like, Hans, you're the one who knows, all the shit about the
Yes.
nobles and from, Elenia Toth. What happened to Kieran Colgane? Do you know what happened to
How long
Mr.
ago was
Farrell?
Kieran Colgane king?
Roll history.
I'm going to. That's 23. Yeah, 23. No, 24.
So you have heard of Cynthia. She was 6 years old when her family was killed in a carriage accident 500 years ago in the year 511.
Yes. So Kieran and Cynthia should already be together, and it's strange that they're not. I wonder if Kieran is also around the castle somewhere, and there's a way to reunite them.
You remember that after King Kieran died and his family died, the throne was taken over once more by House Maldonado,
Yes.
and that their house, Colgane House, was subsumed by House Maldonado through marriages.
But the Colgane bodies are in the catacombs, right?
We saw
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
So they were all killed in the carriage accident?
The immediate family was killed, and Maldonado took the throne, and the Colgane family disappeared into the Maldonado family via many marriages.
Yes, so the Colganes are precisely, point being, Daphne, I think we know exactly where her father is. We were just there, and we don't want to go back. But perhaps we can help her pass into the next life. It seems that, Cynthia should be reunited with her father.
Do we know that her father is not also a ghost?
We don't. Perhaps
I
whoever.
wonder what would the harm be of, showing her your map and being like, I think your daddy's right there.
Well, I think if we get time, we could possibly maybe show her that. And I don't know, find some way to speak to undead in the future.
Yes, I think she.
Right,
Could,
I feel like maybe, that is something I could learn later, but I think we have more immediate problems.
and she might be able to help us, and we should help her. I think too.
Yes,
Sounds like a suspicious carriage accident.
alright.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Three people dying,
Close to
three
this.
nobles dying, or three of the
The
royal
king
family
dies.
dying in a carriage accident.
How are we going to explain this to Una?
Sup, guys?
I'm going back to bed. You do
Anything
your best.
happen during the day?
I will do it in the morning.
That is so cute. Sudi has sat behind everyone and put his hand on
Aw.
Oh,
Shoulder.
baby.
everyone. Sorry, Jasper, that you're not on the couch to experience Sudi's.
Sudi's wonderful.
Yeah.
Well, he'll just as
Is
easily
he-
scratch your face because his claws are
Is
out.
he completely blind or just in one eye?
Yes, he's blind.
Completely?
So
I
he
feel like
gets-
he can.
So he gets around.
Well, you wanted to stay with her, huh?
He
Yeah.
can see.
Yeah.
So, what's up? You guys go back to sleep or what?
Well,
I'm going back
I'm
to
still
sleep.
on watch, but they
Yeah.
can go back to sleep.
Alright, you guys go back to sleep. You sleep, you wake, you had a long rest.
Alright, I'm not casting my good berries before I go to sleep. Or before it ends.
What's the matter, sweetie? You want to hang out with everybody? You want to hang out with everybody, huh? That's good. He's got a lot of love. This cat's so grumpy. He's usually so grumpy, and here he's walking around saying hi to everybody. And
He's
it's like,
having people around.
Yeah.
He's playing too.
Yeah.
yeah,
He wants
Sudi
his
wanted to
turn.
talk to
Cynthia.
Cynthia. I wasn't sure if I'd said the name. I'm like, can't reveal her name.
Yeah, you did.
It's not, no.
You even told us the bear's name. Wallace.
Mr. Wallace.
Mr. Wallace, he has an honorific, thank you.
So obviously we're getting very close to ending for the night. Ending our session. Any other housekeeping before you wake? He's casting Goodberry. Let's say you guys were really exhausted from the catacombs, which would make sense, and you sleep 12 hours.
Wow.
You go to bed at 8 and you wake up at 8 a.m. And, Valentis comes to meet you, and
Who needs good berries?
Back up.
I wouldn't mind having a couple just to hold.
Like having them.
I'll give you 5. Anyone else want any?
I'll take them.
That's it? No one else?
I don't need any. No.
Okay.
Alright.
I'll give you 10.
Thank you.
They last for 24 hours.
Valentis. Good morning.
yes, and so you're going on your shopping trip, etc.
Yes.
And
Valentis,
we'll-
I may need the prince to bring some gold to support the party. Hey man, guys, he's the prince.
Well, also, I'm
I will need I'll need the scrolls, and then I'll need it for learning the scrolls.
but in exchange, you will demand a blood sacrifice.
Well, I have just the room for it.
Just the tools.
I have just the dagger.
Okay, so we'll end our play session there, knowing that Valentis is going to lead us on a, you said shopping trip, and you want to stop by the
Fixing the gun.
workshop.
I want to stop at the workshop. I want to do a side trip just to check in with my family and say hello quickly.
We'll see.
Yeah.
I think
I mean,
everyone should. I think everyone should think about what they want to do
Okay.
over the thing, because only so many things fit in one day.
Sure.
And I don't know about you, but I want to know what happens at the Council of the Blooded.
Oh, of course.
So
Nah, we'll skip that part.
I want to go back to the catacombs. Let's go down that path.
Yeah.
So I think everybody probably has something of interest to them. So be thinking about it. In fact,
We can text her.
yeah, send me a message, because if you want to go somewhere, I'm going to need to prepare for it.
Right.
You know,
all I want to do is go to the magic shop.
Okay.
That's all I need, guys.
Well, you are going to go to the magic shop. You are absolutely going to go to
Yeah.
the magic shop. You guys are going to go to shops.
We're going
Shop,
shopping.
shop, shop.
You guys are going to go to shops. That is definitely going to happen.
Adventurers be shopping.
And then I can't guarantee that they're all going to happen, but I'd like you to each think of one thing that you want to do. Yeah, when you asked him about the mark of Gazul on the monsters, he was like, well, that's the symbol of the temple of Tactilius and Gazul. I'm not a member, so I don't know what they're doing, but we're probably going to have to talk to them at some point if
Yes.
they're involved with what's happening with the queen.
I'd also, if there's a place where we can research a little being by the name of, wait for it,
Goleithakosh.
Goleithakosh.
But I want everyone, not just Tim, to think about one thing that they're interested in doing and send it to me. And then we'll see how much time there is in that day of wandering around the large metropolitan city with hours of walking to do everything. So Jasper wants to visit his family.
Can we borrow the royal carriage? I hear they're very safe.
We will do more role playing in 1 week. But everybody will send me a text message about something that they're interested in doing in the city. All right. So let's do checkouts, and then we'll do a little bit of logistics. We'll do logistics speak. So
Jake, one more housekeeping. Before next week, we will level up.
Let's do checkouts, and then we'll do logistical stuff.
Okay.
All right. So, what is something that you enjoyed today? And if there is anything, what is something you would like to have be different? And if you can't think of anything, or you want to add a third one, what's something you're looking forward to next time? Let's start out with Hansikins.
Hello. What did I enjoy the most today? I enjoyed the encounter with the ghost, suggesting depth to the lore of the world. And I also liked learning about Goleithakosh and being able to use comprehend languages, which I've had loaded up for every session, expecting to get into some diplomacy with a Frenchman, and it was exciting to be able to use it.
Nice. Yeah, I too am glad. Anything that you would like to have be different about today's session?
No, it was cool to be using one ability consistently, and as we were playing that, I was just imagining just staring into the eyes of the two-headed dog, and then it was cool to be knocked out by an enchantment spell and have Hans hoisted by his own petard and put to sleep, just to see how powerful sleep is, because it's another one that I don't get to cast very often.
Yeah, well, it's only good when the hit points are low.
Yeah.
And a bunch of level 2 characters, their hit points are low.
Yep.
Yes. Great. And we know you're looking forward to some spells and shit and
Yes.
shopping next time.
I'm gonna have some great spells with which to abet the party next time.
Yes.
We are going to be not having any problems from any humanoids for a while.
All right. Julie.
I really enjoyed how absolutely wrong we were about thinking that the blast would have any
Yes.
effect on the dogs whatsoever. The hounds of hell. And I do love our thoroughness in terms of like not leaving until we had gone through every room. And I'm just so incredibly impressed with Hans's map making skills.
Thank you.
That really was devotion and helped. Like I love that like we legit had to find our way back and find the doors and stuff. That's so great. What I wish was different. I really want to use that orb again, but I'm so scared. Like I might do to everybody else, and I don't want to get everybody killed, or maimed or blinded while fighting two-headed dogs. But sometime when we least expect it, I'm gonna do it. And what am I looking forward to?
Maybe at the Council of the Blooded.
Maybe in the room is all the nobles and be like, let's go. And what am I looking forward to? I just more information. I love the idea of these like teleporting portals and that there's like a gaping maw of hell under the castle and things can come out of it. I think that's really fun.
Yes.
Yeah. And figuring out more like what the fuck happened to the queen. Like why she would turn to this or what is being done to her. I'm completely intrigued.
Yay!
Yay!
Mikhail?
Yeah, the dog thing was hilarious. Like, we're gonna do this! There's gonna be a horn in there! and then they're just devil dogs.
Was there a horn somewhere?
Oh yeah, I forgot. Well, you were looking in the room. You wanted to find a spell scroll, so I was thinking about that. You guys found some other shit in that dog room.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. Let's see here.
Was there a horn that calms down the dogs?
Was there anything magical?
No.
Okay.
But we're gonna retroactively say that you found a dog whistle,
Oh, there you go.
Okay.
a regular whistle, a set of manacles, a 10-foot pole, one light crossbow with a large bag of bolts,
I'll take that if you want to hold on to mine.
Sure.
and one longbow with 2 large quivers of arrows. All of that was in the dog room
Who wants the longbow?
among the trash and the malarkey.
I don't know if any of us can use it.
Una can use it. She likes her javelins though.
Yeah, it's deck space.
Do like my javelins.
Maybe we can
We
sell
could
it.
sell it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just pasted that list into the Facebook chat.
Great.
So yeah, we'll retroactively add that in. So yeah, the dog thing didn't work. It was a wonderful plan, but I think the poem-y thing was misinterpreted.
What is it supposed to mean?
Gotta blast it at those gazers. Get the whistle.
Yeah.
Yeah. You'll have to ponder that one. Did you do all of yours, or?
Yeah, I thought that was hilarious. This guy's too strong, and then we start beating it up. We're like, time to make him go back to the stronger strength again.
Yep.
Wait, what was that? When he
The little what was the
Bacteria?
thing? The gazer.
the gauger that was
Yeah.
when his hit points went back up because
No. He was Jake was like, I made him too strong, and then
Oh.
we started fighting him. It was like, oh, this is why. This is why I made him too strong.
This is why I made him too strong. 'Cause you guys are strong. Duh.
That was pretty funny.
but then we had like 3 hits on him and then he bounced back because it was like, oh, I'm resistant.
Yeah. He was resistant to all the other
It's
damage.
like, it's
He was resistant to necrotic and psychic
psychic
damage.
right?
Which was like half
No, but it
the
was.
thing we
It's
did.
just funny how
Yeah.
it proceeded.
Yeah,
It's like shook it off.
that was awesome. And he did a shit ton of damage to me. He did like 30-something damage to me in one round.
Yeah, but you're such a sponge, man.
What happens when you take that damage but then you shift back to human form? Do you just return to your human shift form?
Any additional damage
Or
goes
halfling.
into my human or my halfling
Okay.
hit points.
So, Jasper, what's going on?
Props to Lord Hans. I thought I mean, I'm just repeating a lot of what people said, but I think he both with the hypnotic gaze and what was the other special thing?
I used comprehend languages.
Yeah, it just and the map making with all these key points throughout was great, and
Oh, thank you.
just another
Very
thank you
kind.
to you, Jake, for the excellent dungeon. Yeah,
Thank you
it's
to you
all
for the
fun.
excellent Catman.
Yeah.
I really liked your running around the walls and getting on the bookcase. That was very smart.
And then getting all the kills.
Yes. Yes, with your
Yeah.
very powerful musket.
Sharpshooter
Antique.
musket man.
Wait, how was it an antique? These things are new. Yeah,
It's new to
new
you.
technology. Yeah, what was awesome day.
I'm forgetting all the things, but if you did your
Yeah.
things,
Yeah.
my brain is turning into pudding. Laura, it's you.
Okay, well, something I really liked was you allowing me to collect all these really exciting poisons. I'm excited to see how those might be used in the future.
Oh, yeah.
Something that I need to change, I think I need to make a point of taking a nap before the next one, because I don't like not feeling as sharp. So that's a neat thing that I gotta figure out for next time. And I'm looking forward to, now that we have this maybe BBEG in Gal, the
Golethakash.
entity or what, yes, that learning more about the big picture of what's going on, I think is exciting.
Yeah. There's a lot more brush strokes to paint. I really enjoyed Daphne's role-playing, not hitting the dogs and just using the help action to help other people. That was really cool role-playing on Laura's part. So inspiration if you don't have one. I really enjoyed Jasper's running up the wall and sitting on the bookcase, which I didn't expect from him, and I wasn't expecting, so that was great. So inspiration if you don't have one yet. I enjoyed I enjoyed Michael's role playing of stupidity very well.
Naivete.
Being like, oh, what's a ghost? Should I wake up people? But I didn't realize that carrying the gazer around in your mouth was like a form of proof, and that dropping the gazer in the guy's lap was like, whoa, wow, there are monsters down there. So that was really clever. Inspiration to you if you don't have it.
Sweet.
Una, you once again soaked up a lot of damage and dealt out a lot of damage, and you threw javelins, and you ripped that trap off the wall and pulled those daggers down with your javelins. So inspiration for you. And yes, Lord Hans, your map making skills, outrageous, and your hypnotic gaze, MVP. Let's hope let's hope you don't lose one of those eyes.
That makes it even more fearsome.
Yes. Yes, how would hypnotic gaze work if you are blinded? Inspiration for you.
Yeah.
Yes, a good time. I'm grateful that we made it through the catacombs. I hope you enjoyed all the weird little tricks and traps. I was just dying to get you in the room with that statue, and enjoyed tweaking all the monsters. And now we can be not in a dungeon for a little while.
We did it.
And I'm excited that our next session is only 1 week away, so we can get right into our shopping trip and our Council of the Blooded thing and continue to move the plot forward. You will all be level 3 next time we meet. It's only 1 week away, so do not procrastinate on your character sheets, Tim, and anyone else who is prone to such things. Don't procrastinate. Level up your character, and just a reminder: when you roll for your hit points, if you're a barbarian, it's 1d12. If you're a wizard, it's 1d6. the average of your die is the half plus 1. So the average of the 6 is a 4, the average of the 12 is a 7, the average of a d8 is a 5. So when you roll your hit point die to find out how many hit points you get, if you roll lower than the average, you're going to take the average. And if you roll higher than the average, you're going to take the number you roll. And then you're going to add your constitution bonus to that. And that will be how much your hit points increase.
I got the average.
And you don't forget to add your constitution bonus if you have one.
Yeah.
So I'll paste that again in the chat.
Great.
But I would
So you
like to have all of your updated stats like the day before the next sessions, so that I can put it on my little DM screen thing that I have with your stuff, so I can know what your new spells are and your new powers and so if you have an amazing power, that I can build it into the plot. All of a sudden, the Council of the Blooded all speak Infernal and only comprehend languages can make this political thing turn out well. Let's see. Yes, so that is that. And then I believe...
Oh, I've got such a good one now. Oh, this is going to be so good.
Oh yeah, my phone is that camera over there. So I believe that a long time ago, when we were planning out all of our dates, we said January 8th was the next